No, you were in a hurry. You're going so fast. I didn't know you were going to go so fast.
Well,
and I said, I didn't know you were going to go so damn slow.
Sir, if I were you, I wouldn't be taking my time because you don't have a lot left.
Yeah. Well,
if I were you, you might want to seize the day, as they say, before
let's go, America's best. Let's go here.
Greatest generation.
Yeah.
You guys can't see the camera, but Christy just
I have very
like she was
small
getting
hands.
ready to eat a giant Subway sandwich.
Right. Yeah, by the
At
way,
a 60
Christy,
degree
I
angle.
think maybe the reason it's been a while since you had a date is if that's your standard, we're going to need a horse.
No.
Oh my gosh!
No.
Did you see her hand?
Yeah,
She does very well
like she
for
was
herself.
holding
she was
holding a
about to
football.
drop whatever she was.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to take the expressway from Ohio to Iowa. Then I'm gonna ride the road from Iowa to Idaho. Wish they build a highway from Idaho to Hawaii. Oh, I know that you can fly, but I'd rather drive on the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. That's the Ohio, Hawaii highway. It's the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. I'm gonna buy me some pineapples when I'm in Hawaii. And a pound of pie apples when I pass through Idaho. Then I'll get an apple pie when I am in Iowa. And a pallet of thermometers at the Costco in Ohio. Have some pineapple, pie apples, apple pie, and a pallet of thermometers on the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. That's the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. Everybody! It's the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. When I go to the dentist and he puts my gums to sleep, I can't feel my tongue and teeth, and my lips feel like a piece of meat. When he's firing up his drill bit and I'm drowning in my own spit, I like to sing along with the hits like the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. It's the Ohio, Hawaii highway. It's the Ohio, Hawaii highway. That's the end of the song.
Hey!
It's Ohio. Then you get to Iowa, then Idaho, and then how do you get to Hawaii?
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Large bridge. Coming up, deer update. Go.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. Everybody getting ready for Major League Baseball to come back and go to a game, take one step forward. Not so fast, my friends. Yeah, that evidently we'll have all that, plus football and hold each other close, America. One of the Dallas Cowboys has the virus.
Now, are you going to cover this objectively?
We'll get through this.
Since you hate the Cowboys, are you going to be gloating?
Up to a point, I liked this cowboy, and then he became a cowboy. When he was a Buckeye, I liked. Never mind. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, Ace.
Chick.
Hey, Pat.
Hi.
Hey, Charlie. No, Willie. That's it, Willie.
You got it. 107.
Willie, how's it
I haven't
going?
met like two of them, three of them. It's true.
You've only met 5 of my kids.
Willie, Charlie, Lucy, that one. Sam.
And
That's it.
You've never met Finn or Hart.
Never.
Even though you were at the mall one day and I was having dinner with the girls.
See, as I tried to explain
And
to
you're like 50 yards away in front of the Tesla store dreaming.
as I
And
as I tried to explain to my friend Josh, at this point I can't meet her. It's too funny.
Right.
Comedically, I have to be true to the
Okay.
bit.
Yeah, if we're being honest, you met all the good ones. Don't worry about it.
There you go. That's right.
well, someone's not
I'm
gonna,
kidding.
Someone's not getting dinner tonight. Oh, well, it's good to see you, Willie. Now, did they set up the Nuremberg cam?
Oh my gosh.
Ace,
Yeah.
can you tell me there was a?
I can see you.
Willie is in
there.
the former Nuremberg room. And I know yesterday one of our guys was working on getting an extra camera in there. What's going on is very simple. A chick recovering from a heart procedure. We talked about that yesterday. And
that's just as dicey as you think it might be during a virus going to the hospital.
Yeah.
But they got it down, man. I didn't see anybody but a doctor in
it's
3 days.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody. It's amazing. Did you
So it's
find
not
out
that dicey. If they've got it down. Dicey would be if they were running around with no masks,
Oh, boy.
throwing blood around.
Dicey would be if the
Spitting on you.
Dicey would be if the Starbucks in that hospital had to close.
Oh boy, that would be bad.
That'd be rough.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
I think I missed the birth of one of my kids because I was at the Starbucks waiting in line.
And I understand there's a situation with Mr. Godwin's room.
No,
Yeah, the
what's
TV's
wrong?
not on back here.
We can see you.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
okay.
fine.
You know, that
Can't
happened.
see us?
He
I can't see
us.
you guys now.
You know,
Josh is giving you the finger. Would you grow up?
that happened to me and Dickie Dick one time. Our TV went out. We didn't pay the cable.
What'd you guys do?
That's what happened.
I had to read to him.
Really?
I can't read.
I read to him from the good book, James Dickey's Deliverance.
Man, that's a good book.
I had a guy. Speaking of TV, my handyman was over yesterday, Greg.
Of course he
Yes,
was.
of course.
Working for me and doing some stuff. We got some stuff done together. But we got into a discussion about cable TV versus satellite TV
Poor Greg.
versus
Poor Greg.
I just don't understand any of this. It's gotten so complicated. There are so many channels. He was trying to watch some show. He just got this whole new cable package, but it didn't have the game show package, which is why his wife went nuts. It's gotten so complicated in life.
Can you imagine walking by and listening to Mathau and Lemon over here?
Oh, yeah. So anyway, they don't have no game show.
We have all these shows, and I can't even find them. They're so complicated.
I don't.
You've got to have 3 remotes. So anyway,
This happened to me. I ordered HBO Max.
Yeah.
Didn't need it.
why not?
I already have HBO with DirecTV, and you don't need it if you have it. So I ordered it anyway because I didn't think I had it. Now I got 2.
It's good to have it just in case, anything goes wrong.
It's true. I love this kid.
The key word is overwhelming.
How much
It
do you
is,
think
I
you
agree.
pay for TV, chick?
Oh, I don't think.
But you have every channel known to man,
Need
right?
to. My question is, I got to get on this. How many subscriptions I paid, like double and triple
Right.
for?
That's kind
Because
of.
I know, like at least twice, I forgot my Netflix subscription.
So instead of going through the
Passwords.
forgot your password
Just get a new
protocol,
one.
Yeah.
you just got a new one.
Yeah, I just said, heck with this. I'll find another email and go ahead and.
Well, it's like getting a backup generator, just in case you have it there.
That's right. Once again, this kid over here, I love him.
It's like throwing money into the pisser.
Throw it away.
So you've got double Netflix money.
I
is what
got
you're
double,
saying?
maybe triple Netflix money.
Got 2 Netflix, 3 Hulus, you know.
Got a couple
Ace could
Hulus.
use a Netflix.
I mean, yeah, we'll have
Why
to look
don't you
at that.
donate one to Ace?
Yeah, maybe I will. Yeah.
Mr. Cutco Scissors money.
But I don't have Wi-Fi.
Oh my God!
all right.
What?
Come on,
don't
it's
have
hammer
Wi-Fi?
time. 2020. Get Wi-Fi. Come on.
How's that possible?
Isn't that amazing?
No.
Ace has a very nice home.
Yes.
Wouldn't it, at this point, wouldn't it cost more money to not have Wi-Fi than it would have Wi-Fi?
I'm so confused. And one of the dishes, you don't need the dish anymore. Is that
No,
true?
No.
it all comes with Wi-Fi. Except today, he doesn't have Wi-Fi.
But I don't know.
Well, you
I'm
get
just
your dish out of the air,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
you? Yeah, he's got a dish on the roof.
I can't keep up. Overwhelming is the key word to life right now.
I've got a dish on the roof and on Wi-Fi.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. It's my
Backup.
It's my
Okay.
backup.
I feel like if someone doesn't have Wi-Fi, they're just telling you, I have a large porn collection. I have a lot of VHS.
Now I do know
Hammered at
this.
home.
I was reading an article about and this guy was going on. Yeah, and of course no one has a DVD player anymore or a VHS player.
Right.
You have both, right?
Yeah.
You have how many VHS players do you have?
Currently hooked up 3.
Gotta have a backup.
3 VHS players.
And they all have VHS and DVD. The recorders.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Let me tell you something, Ace. let me tell you. If you want to send me back to the hospital, if someone would ask you a question and you just say, 3, instead of, well, let me think. Well, there's 2 in the kitchen and then a backup.
It's got a backup.
Well, hey, whatever works. See, one of these days, maybe all this stuff from Spotify may just go away. Some lawsuit will happen, and the next thing you know,
Right.
those people who've been getting CDs all these years.
Nothing
Grandpa, I can't hear
Well,
my
I-
tunes anymore.
I still have all my favorites on hard copies of movies and DVDs.
Oh, really?
Or CDs, rather.
Now we're gonna get a
Nothing would make you happier than one of the big corporations providing television going bankrupt for some wild reason.
No, I just am confused. And I've got a 4-year-old. I'm trying to find some movie, and I've got 3. You've seen them. There's 3 remote controls. Yesterday, I couldn't turn the volume up.
It's pretty simple.
Willie
It's
had
simple
to
enough, I
walk- No,
think.
it's not. They all look the same, and they've got buttons on them.
Hey, by the way, we got you here, Willie. What's the deal with him having to let his TVs warm up? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I could see that maybe being a thing for him. It's a complicated system, but there's 3 remotes. One's for the television, one's for the cable. I think one's for a sound system. I never use the 3rd remote when I'm there.
I don't know what that is. I have no idea. Yeah, the one TV, you turn it on, and 5 minutes later, then you get this greeting saying, hey, we turned this off and saved you, blah, blah.
Oh,
What?
man, that is annoying.
Yeah, you have to apparently,
Something's going on.
you have to touch some button every hour or something, or it turns itself off.
Oh.
See,
I'm not interested in saving energy.
now
right
once again,
I want the TV. When I walk in the room in the morning, I want that TV on. I don't have to press the button and then
I
stand there.
think, you can
Right.
bypass that.
I don't like any
How?
of that stuff.
maybe if you hear it from
Well,
Josh, you'll listen. What's more likely? Being able to turn your TV on, watching it uninterrupted for the evening, or having to push the button every hour to keep it
I'm
going?
not kidding.
There's a power saver mode on a lot of TVs, but you can bypass that.
This is this fascist government stuff. Some liberal
Now you're
senator
talking.
gets up there and it's going to save the earth, turning off Tom's TV.
Now you're
Yeah,
talking.
use his name specifically
right. Call him
on
out.
Capitol Hill.
By the way,
Call
Yes?
him out, baby.
I came in here yesterday morning and I was informed that the paper license plate on my car had come off in the car wash.
And you don't know how it happened.
No, it happened in the car wash, obviously, because there were sort of shreds of it on
saw it when I
shards of it. I took a picture of that to post it to prove my point.
Yeah, it was
I also
all
got
over.
a nice letter from a police officer going, "Look, it's okay. Right now they're not stopping anybody."
Oh, well.
Don't say that. What the hell's wrong with you?
It's Mad Max. It's
Have you
Thunderdome.
been on the freeway lately?
No. But I mean, they're
Where
not.
are we,
if you-
Seattle?
If you have, thank you. If you have because
A plate
in most
issue.
states you can't get into the license
Gotcha.
branches to get. So anyway, I got that covered. But the most important thing we have here is this letter.
Okay.
Okay.
This comes to us from my new favorite listener, Shannon.
Shannon is gone, I heard.
Hi guys.
Drifting out to sea.
I was coming into work at 4 a.m. this morning where I live in Georgia. I saw several deer on the road. Be careful. Love you guys, Shannon.
Thank you for the warning, Shannon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now
Appreciate that, Shannon.
That makes
Now,
sense.
that's because you guys are always, when I write you these notes going, hey, there are 7 deer in the parking lot. Be careful. You always mock me.
Right.
Which
And
is
then,
why,
of course-
which is why I didn't warn you about the road construction this morning.
Yes, but the road construction's not
freeway.
moving around like a deer is.
No, but in the freeway exit, there's like a 4-inch gap there.
Mind the gap.
If you need new wheels, that's why.
I don't think any of us use that freeway.
None
to
of
get
us
here to
come in
work,
that
yeah.
way.
Okay, well,
So I'm glad you didn't warn us.
I came in the other way. Shades
So
on.
thank you, Shannon. Thank you very much for the
mind.
warning.
Sorry.
And, watch out for deer in Georgia and the rest of the United States. Aren't there are deer in every state, right? Even Hawaii, right?
I would
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
But they they wear lays in Hawaii.
That's right.
Oh,
And they're great swimmers.
Coming up, we have some just bizarre stuff in the news today. Kangaroos, exploding whales. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those exploding whales are a thing.
That is a bad deal. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, that's rough.
And I think this year, among other
Blubber
things,
raining from the sky.
Yeah, it's not a pretty sight.
among other things, I think that this year could be called the year of really bad timing.
No kidding.
That continues. I don't want to give too much away with the release of a major new vehicle
Okay.
that I'm really excited about. But remember, timing is everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, really bad timing. Also the name of my first album.
Live in Toledo. The first comedy album called Silence is Golden. Now, I want to remind you that a lot of us have had a lot of time to sit around. Maybe some of us haven't. But I'll tell you who's been sitting around all the time and staring at their computers. It's guys that are interested in, and ladies, interested in hacking into your life.
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft is warning that phishing emails, which appear to be coming from Johns Hopkins Medical Center, are fake. And what the deal is on this one is you open this thing up and it's entering your computer. It's really bad news. There was one going out earlier this year that I saw it had a bunch of COVID-19 stuff and it was completely fake. It was supposed to be from Stanford. Anybody see that one?
Oh, yeah.
That was like the Stanford protocols. Be really careful with this stuff. That's where LifeLock comes in. LifeLock alerts you to stuff like this and it detects a bunch of threats to your identity. For example, right now your social security number could be for sale on the dark web. Your information's been floating around for a long time. Think of the number of times you've pumped those numbers into your phone or your laptop or your computer. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock can see threats you might miss on your own. It's very inexpensive, by the way. And now it's even more inexpensive if you're a Bob and Tom Show listener. You join up at LifeLock.com and you get 25% off your first year if you use the what is it, URL? What is it called? You just go to LifeLock.com/Tom25. That's what I meant to say. LifeLock.com/Tom25 for 25% off your first year. Someone will be watching those numbers. And if you do have your identity stolen, they'll help you get it reorganized. They've got a whole staff here in America that does that for you. LifeLock.com/Tom25. Sports teaser?
Today, baseball or not to baseball? We'll have that answer, sort of, kind of. NFL weighs in. They had a meeting of the commissioners last night on ESPN. They sat around and chatted. I'm sure you watched that, Tom.
Missed it.
Yeah, me too.
It's not riding my bike. How did it go?
And the WNBA on tap. So,
All right.
all coming back.
Get something up and running.
And a world record.
Oh, okay, good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, Mark Allison here with you on a Tuesday. It's June 16th, 2020. Bob and Tom's YouTube channel now over 100,000 subscribers. Thanks to you. We couldn't have done it without you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, head on over there today. Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Click the red subscribe button. Won't cost you anything. And you'll be set up to be able to watch Bob and Tom tonight, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. 20 minutes of video highlights from today's Bob and Tom Show tonight. So tonight's show, 8 p.m. Eastern, will feature highlights of today's show, perhaps Kostaki Economopoulos or Gabriel Iglesias tonight on Bob and Tom Tonight on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. It's only happened 3 times before. Next year, it will happen again. The Motion Picture Academy says next year's Oscars will be delayed. Instead of being in February, the awards will be in April 25th to be exact. The 8-week delay is because of effects of the coronavirus on the movie industry. The pandemic has shut down movie production and delayed the release of films already done. The delay also means an extension for the eligibility deadline for movies to be eligible for Oscar nods. Kid Rock's attorney promises to fight a citation given to Rock's Nashville restaurant for failing to comply with coronavirus public health orders. Attorney Brian Lewis says the citation was, quote, selective prosecution. He says it's unfair that the mayor, John Cooper, encourages thousands of people to march with him in violation of his own phases, but wants to hold the Nashville business community hostage. News outlets report Metro Public Health Department Director Michael Caldwell visited Kid Rock's Honky Tonk on Saturday after getting a complaint. The restaurant was fined for serving people that were seated at the bar and not observing proper social distancing inside the establishment. 13 other Nashville businesses also were cited. Tanya Tucker says while she's excited about her first nominations for the Americana Honors and Awards, she feels Brandi Carlile is deserving of any accolades she gets. Carlile happens to be the lead nominee with 7, including Artist of the Year as a solo act and Duo Group of the Year with the Highwaywomen. Tucker is up for Artist of the Year and Album of the Year for While I'm Livin', which Carlile produced. The Americana Music Awards will be held in Nashville September 16th, and they're still working out details for the show. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
That's why today only on your show, I want to offer to your listeners the chance to have their whip trained by me, Donnie Baker. That's right. The low introductory price is $69.99. I'll come stay at your house, train your whip, or for $50, I'll send you a copy of my tapes because I've been taping what I've done.
$69.99 to train a wolf seems a little low.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I don't want to make no money on this, Tom. I just love to train with.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy. There are things you never say when a man is nude.
I didn't mean to laugh.
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy.
Can you help me find it?
There are things you never say to a naked dude.
Does that thing come with an air pump? I thought you said you had small pox.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
There are some things you don't want to say to a naked guy.
You call that fun size?
There are some things you should never say.
But your feet are so big.
Aw, that's cute.
Hang on, I'll get my tweezers.
Oh, it's like a little light switch.
Am I being punked?
Did you fall asleep in a freezer?
It's a good thing you're rich.
Well, at least this drink is stiff. For a second there, I thought you had a third.
I didn't know they could be innies.
Well, this explains your big car.
You don't want.
What? 621 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee is through the glass, and
Yep.
she's got a weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Plenty of sunshine again today, high 84. Clear tonight down to 60. Sunshine tomorrow, 87. 57 currently.
Thank you very much. Is there any rain in the forecast at all?
Not until next week.
Yes. Well, I mean, I know it's got to, maybe some people have to water their lawn, but it's been really nice. We
Nice
deserve some
cool
great
weather.
weather. Yeah, it's nice. It's great. And someone, again, tried to explain the dew point to me, and then I realized why I never became a doctor.
That's the only reason?
Yeah, way too scientific. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's go around the horn here. Ace Cosby.
Hello, friends.
Engineer and proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, brought to you, of course, by OmahaSteaks.com, the only gift your father wants for Father's Day. And today, as the clock is ticking, I'd recommend ordering that today. And by the way, coming up, I have an Omaha Steaks love letter.
Oh, good.
Plus a creative project.
Okay.
That is so unusual.
That we can help with?
No, that you can do when you get your Omaha
Steaks?
Steaks. Yeah, it's very odd.
You know what they call it? We're going to get crafty. They say that. Hey, let's get crafty.
Really? Well, it's kind of crafty, but kind of cool. That's Chick McGee weighing in from the crazycockwine.com sports desk. The orange and black chair over there belongs to Josh Arnold.
Hi.
And he's sitting in it because it's the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair. Now, we have had a request to name the Nuremberg room. Have a letter coming up. Someone who...
When we rename it, can we stop using that word altogether?
I just call it the room for now. Yeah.
It will always be formally known as the Nuremberg
No
room.
matter what
always
we
be
name it,
formally-
one of our listeners is so tired of me calling it the Nuremberg room, he wants to... name it after his dad's business. He wants to know how much that had cost for a month. So I stopped calling it. My son Willie is in there. Willie's a comedian based in Chicago.
This is an email we just got from Joshua. Tom is an absolute menace to society and needs to be stopped.
Oh, wow.
I sent that email to you in confidence.
That's Josh from Wisconsin.
Okay, good. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
Let's see, where else? Oh, yeah, Christy Lee, of course, is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. And then Mr. Pat Godwin. Did you get your TV fixed in there, Pat?
No, it's dark still.
Okay, but we can see you.
So we can all go over and moon him, and he'll never know, right?
I have no idea, yeah.
This is very weird. Your computer just moved.
Is someone in there?
Someone else in there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was about to call Ghost Adventures.
Who are you going to call?
They are there trying to help.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay. Now,
that was a shot, huh?
Don't be upset, Pat.
What?
Oh, now, yesterday we learned on the show that Pat had a date.
That we, honestly, and I was the champion of this. I thought Tom was causing problems with Pat's relationship, but I heard
not at all
firsthand Pat's the one who had problems with Pat's relationship.
Yeah, I stepped in it yesterday. Yeah, that's for sure.
Now, as I recall, the story was that you'd seen a young lady that works at the CVS drugstore, and both you and she were wearing face masks, of course. Yes, it's probably a good idea in the drugstore. And
in the drugstore, yes.
You wrote a nice little song about it because you didn't know what she looked like, and you actually
she loved it too,
and she liked the song. And you got a date.
Yeah, it was Sunday at a Mexican restaurant, our favorite, outdoors.
Yes.
And she was very loquacious. She was chatty.
In other words, you brought this up. We were all saying, hey, and apparently she was really, really attractive underneath the mask, which is nice.
She was.
Ron, can you play that song? Are you ready to do that? Do you have the everything organized in there?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Is Dean in there with you?
He is, yes.
Well, he's a better guitar player. Give it to him.
Thanks, Tom.
We can every now and then we see
up and ready to go now.
We see Dean's hand in front of the camera. It reminds me of Soupy Sales and some puppet helping Soupy with the show.
Pat, was there blowback from you talking about how chatty she was?
I got a carefully worded text that said that she is not interested in having a relationship.
Oh, boy.
Perhaps we could be friends and go fishing sometime.
Gave me the Heisman.
Man.
Get away from me.
By the way, did you have food at the Mexican restaurant or just coffee?
No, we just sat there and got water. Yeah, we had food.
Well, I know how things can be a little tight.
I made her pay. We ate a lot.
We ate a lot.
Now, did you?
I'm sorry that it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Does she have a prescription pad?
No, she's a clerk there. She's not a
Maybe
pharmacist.
she got access. I'm sure.
That's right. 1 for the patient, 4 for me. You know.
Is this song Sting to sing now?
Are you? Did I miss?
Shut up.
See, you're tuning your guitar so you can play piano?
Dean accidentally knocked it, and one of the tuning gears went wacky.
So you had to fix it right now.
Is this song on piano or on guitar?
I'll do it on piano for you.
Well, thanks.
Okay, here we go. Your hair is blonde and your eyes are blue. I'm guessing the rest of you is pretty too. You wear that mask with such style and grace. I can't wait to see your face. Can't wait to see your face. There's a slight chance that I'm way off base. You could have a liver-spotted, gin-blossomed, hairy mole, pimple-covered pizza face. Or a smile with lots of empty space. A mug only Picasso would trace. It could win a steeplechase, but I can't wait to see your face.
You just wanted to see her lips. She ain't interested in a relationship.
But you can go fishing sometime with me.
So I have a question.
Better yet, just go fishing and tell me about it.
So at the end of your date on Sunday, was she excited about going out again?
She seemed like it, yes.
Okay, so you did screw it up yesterday.
Oh, absolutely.
Some dime store psychologist would say that you self-sabotaged that.
Yes.
Yeah, I probably did. It didn't bother me that I said that at all because she was extremely chatty.
All right, so
and I don't think it ever would have worked
he's
out.
tripling down on it.
Yeah.
10 minutes in, I was like, whoa.
Hubley.
Now,
The Cape of Hubley.
Now, but the big reveal to me, the interesting thing is, so when you get to the Mexican restaurant, and did you know right away which one she was? Because you'd already seen her with a mask on.
Oh, no, I knew exactly who she was, yeah. Very,
And she-
very
but she
pretty
looked-
eyes,
looked
wonderful
very nice.
mousy brown hair, yeah.
I don't think I'd describe her hair as mousy.
Yeah, I don't. Mousy brown is
It's not a good term.
Even if it's mousy brown, it's like
Or dishwater blonde.
Yes.
I
One
always
step below
hated that.
ratty, isn't it?
Yeah.
mousy ratty hair.
I mean, you go with something like a sable-like.
Yeah.
Chestnut brown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I would go chestnut after you made the reference to the
the horse?
steeplechase.
There's no nuts on chest. Okay?
I just know that at 10:30 she's going to text you and just go, you know what? Just go fishing alone, pal.
Yeah.
Go fish
Yes.
yourself.
Yes, good point. I think Willie has pointed out now the fishing date is over.
Now you have to go to a new CVS.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah.
He hadn't considered it. I did not think about that.
Is she behind the pharmacy counter or just
No,
the
no,
regular
no.
counter?
She's the regular clerk, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Pat.
She just went through a divorce. She's going through a divorce, so she's very chatty about that. That's
Oh,
we got it.
Okay, we don't need to hear anymore.
Likes to talk. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I've got a feeling you're going to get a text from her husband
That's coming
saying, hey,
in
you want
now.
to go fishing?
Hey, you want to go fishing with me?
Or his lawyer.
Help me pull this gun out of my mouth and bait my hook.
Put these concrete boots on.
Maybe we should give her some advice. Don't ever do that on a first date. Talk about your divorce.
Is that a turn off?
Yes, it's a turn off.
It really is.
You
yeah.
kidding?
Boy, is it ever.
Pat, maybe from now on you should just use self-checkout. The situation
the
will be avoided.
drive-through.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
No, that's an interesting notion, though, that on occasion some things like this happen and you have to actually change your store.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that happens all the time, yeah.
Or you have to go to a
I
different
bet it
grocery
happens
or.
to Pat a lot.
I bet it does too.
You sleep with a waitress, you don't go back to the restaurant.
I have to transfer schools. There's a lot of things that can happen.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Willie. Speaking
Sorry,
from
Willie.
experience.
Didn't you talk to a comedy club owner that he liked it when the comedians
Oh, absolutely.
slept with
Yeah, he liked it when the comedians would sleep with the waitresses. He could get them back for the same price.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If the
Seriously.
sex continued, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, in other words, the guy'd go, well, I'm going to get this much, but I usually get more, but oh, yeah, that's right. Sheila's still working there.
I'll take the rest in poon.
Yeah, it's a little bit inside some of these stories, but there are a lot of fascinating stories. There was a certain comedian, I can say who it is, he's deceased now, but a good friend, John Fox.
Yes.
Was famous for always having to call the comedy clubs and getting in advance. And there's actually a scene in that book. What's that book? I'm forgetting the guy's name. Oh, really good comedian. He wrote kind of a history of
Rich Scheidner?
Yeah, Rich Scheidner.
Rich Scheidner's book. There's a scene where Rich Scheidner is sitting in this room with a club owner. All of a sudden, the phone rings and it's Fox, desperately wanting an advance. I didn't know I didn't know how to wire money till I became friends with John Fox. He'd call me up. Hey, coming in 3 weeks. Listen, I need $200. Well, how do I get it to you? I drove to some dicey neighborhood and walked in and sent him some cash.
Less than desirable.
Well,
Property values.
not sure the property values. I was lucky to get out alive. Now, we typically at this time in the show,
Yes, we do.
dip our toes into the world of sport. There's
Yes.
some good sports news. Finally, some sports getting back at.
First, baseball commissioner Rob Manfred and Tom Terrific says there might not be any major league games this year. After a breakdown in talks between teams and the players' union on how to split up the money in this season, now delayed, of course, by the pandemic, the league also revealed several players have tested positive for the virus. 2 days after union head Tony Clark declared additional negotiations futile, Deputy Commissioner Dan Halem, he's the deputy, sent a 7-page letter to Players Association Chief Negotiator Bruce Meyer asking the union whether it will waive the threat of legal action and tell the MLB to announce a spring training report. I know.
There's more talk of what may or may not happen.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look good, kids.
Is there an argument to be made that the least amount of physical contact is in baseball?
Sure.
They would be the safest of any of these sports?
Yeah, but they already came out, though, with this. The one that was puzzling was limiting the number of players in the dugout during the game to like 5 or something. That's not going to happen. and then they don't want them to spit.
Can't they stick it?
Believe it or not,
That's impossible.
Believe it or not, that's impossible. No baseball player who spits can stop spitting.
If there are no fans there, couldn't they put like a ladder there and have them just go up into the stands?
Wait a minute, hang on a second. I think we got an idea here.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. While they're not instead of the dugout,
Instead of the dugout, they
row.
just sit in the stands.
Yeah.
They got a hot dog guy coming by.
That'd be so funny.
Babe Ruth would have loved that. Hey, hot dog guy, over here.
Hey, I'll be right behind home plate, Dad. That's right. Having a hot dog,
It
Dad.
took baseball years to recover from the last strike, so if they screw this up, they're going to be looking.
Yeah.
It's going to be something else.
I know that I think the main thing that the owners want to make sure is that they can have a postseason. That's why they want a shorter season. 'Cause
I don't
that's
know
where
what-
they make. That's where they get all their money from TV.
I don't know what
the
they're
big
hiding behind, but it's money. We all know it.
All right.
Roger Goodell would like to see Colin Kaepernick back in the NFL this season. That's what he says. The NFL commissioner said during ESPN's The Return of Sports special on Monday night. He's encouraging teams to sign the 32-year-old quarterback who hasn't played the past 3 seasons. Kaepernick was with the Niners in 2016. Seahawks coach Pete Carroll said last week he received a call from another team about Kaepernick. Carroll and the Seahawks brought in Kaepernick for a workout in 17 and had another workout planned for 18 before it was canceled.
Pete Carroll, is he on your list, Christy?
He's have looking man.
Have you ever?
He's a lot older than you think he is.
I know. He's aging very well.
He's like 92 or something.
He's not 92.
Very close. Sure.
The agent for Ezekiel Elliott says the star running back of the Dallas Cowboys has tested positive for the coronavirus.
Huh. Is this the biggest name that's gotten it?
I think it might
NFL?
be. Yeah. I think Von Miller also was positive. A person with direct knowledge of the diagnosis says that Elliott had the positive test about a week ago, and he could be described, it says, as officially symptomatic. Only players who have been rehabbing injuries have been allowed inside.
Doesn't symptomatic sound like a synth band from the 80s?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Heard the new Symptomatic album?
Oh, yeah.
That's
They
awesome.
got Danny Elfman do a feature on some of the songs.
And the lead vocals sound like this. We're the Symptomatics.
Or a song.
Good.
That's not
Are
bad.
these guys Dutch? I can't tell if they're Dutch or not.
Are they from the Netherlands?
I think the Symptomatics are, the Symptos.
I hate to break away from this, but I
gonna
wanted to
insult me.
I wanted to play something for Josh.
Oh, yeah. No, it's for me. Everybody shut up.
I believe you said that the song "Safety Dance" was in your top 10 of all time.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
You know
Men
what?
without
Big fan.
hats.
Here's what I'm going to say. Safety Dance could be the greatest song ever made.
Oh,
It is a
come
novelty song.
No, it's the greatest song
It's
ever.
not the greatest song ever
Makes you
made.
dance, puts a smile
It sure
on your
does,
face.
yeah.
It's a good video.
Means a lot.
Okay, here we go. Here.
Dwarves in the video.
And now, the reason you'll see. Hang on.
Say we can act if we want to. If we don't, nobody will.
You know this song?
And you can act real rude and totally removed, and I can act like an imbecile.
Yeah, it's got silly lyrics and a cool synth riff, very, very 80s. Have you heard this version? This is a cover from Frog Leap Studios.
I'm already so sold on this. I kind of like this.
Really?
Really?
We can dance if you want to. We can leave your friends behind.
Yeah.
There's a friend so dancing if they don't dance with it. No friends of mine.
Why are they angry?
Yeah,
It's supposed to be a happy song.
You can dance if you want to.
Yeah,
Oh, I like it. I
sounds
like
like
it a lot.
yeah. It sounds like a troop of SS guys. You can dance if you want to. You can have fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's supposed to be a happy, fun song.
You're wearing headphones.
I think
You
it's
must
still
hear-
fun.
You must hear the problem that you're causing.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anger. I just heard we're going to have fun, damn it.
Okay, here we go. No, happiness here.
Say we can act if we want
Silliness.
to. Right. If we don't, nobody will.
It's fun. And you can march.
Yeah, this one, I don't know.
This one you can really march.
Late Night Beer Hall, 1937.
Oh, my God.
Oopa.
This is we're going to have fun. We don't care who knows it.
We can dance if you want to. We can leave your friends behind.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah, it's angry.
I
You give
really
me-
like it a lot.
If you give me 6 beers, that's my favorite song in the world, though. I'll tell you that right now. That sounds like a fun song if we're getting loose.
You can dance if
Save
you
the
want
dance,
to.
the Andrew WK, sort of. I like it.
Right, yeah.
I bet that lady would dance to that one, Pat.
If you get her to shut up and listen to the music, she would.
Oh, I love this song. This is my favorite song. You know, man with that hat for you.
That's how it would go. Trust me.
My husband.
My ex-husband.
Henry Phillips wrote a song about that.
I like it.
Well, y'all can't forget that Pat is the dick in this story.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Stop blaming
There's no
the
reason to
woman.
bring it up on the air. I agree.
Well,
You
hang on.
did.
But we've all bumped into a
bother
woman.
me either.
We've all bumped into a lady who talks a lot, so I don't know. It's a tough one.
But Willie's right. You're the one that brought it up, Pat.
I know.
You could have not told us you'd gone out on the date.
You wanted to sabotage this one.
Yeah,
I'm kind of convinced of it.
He did.
How deep
Josh,
into the
you're a
date
smart
were you
man.
before you realized? How deep into this were you before you? Did you finish the appetizer before you realized you wanted out?
I was 2 steak tacos in before I realized.
Okay, there you go. I want to remind you that Harry's razors are the best, and I can tell you the real quick origin story. A couple guys were going, "What are we paying too much for?" And they realized almost immediately that it was razors, and that's why they created the Harry's razor, where the high quality blades can be replaced for about $2 each. That's about half of what the other guys charge. 10 million people have discovered Harry's razors, and now you can get a shot at it because they have the greatest offer ever. What I'm talking about is you get the razor, the weighted handle that is so beautifully designed, the foaming shave gel, the travel cover for $3. Then, of course, they're going to ship it to you. What's that going to cost you, Josh?
It's free.
That's right, free shipping. You go to harrys.com, use the code Bob and Tom. The Harry's razor quality durable blades. Right away, these guys hooked up with a steel factory in Germany because number one is great blades, sure, but number two is comfort and the artistry of a great design. And that's where Harry's really did a great job. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. I had a nice shave with Harry's this morning. If you're watching on the YouTube, you can see. So find out more about Harry's razors by going to harrys.com. Once again, they're going to mail it to you so you don't have to wander through the drugstore where they make you feel like a thief anyway. Hi, could you unlock this glass case? I promise I'm not going to steal them. No, they mail it to you, okay? Stay healthy.
It's almost
Stay
becoming-
clean shaven, look good.
It's becoming a one-man show. Pretty close.
$3 plus free shipping. You get the weighted handle, the foaming shave gel, the Harry's razor, the travel cover. Check it out. Harrys.com's. The code is Bob and Tom. Coming right back with what, Chick?
Today in sports history, baby.
All right, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at Bob.
A look at their car is perhaps the best way to introduce the uninitiated to WFBQ Radio's morning team, Bob and Tom. The pink and camouflage junker features 3 hood ornaments, a bowling trophy, the hind quarter of a horse, and a jar of tartar sauce that will have to be explained elsewhere.
Q95, it's 8:42. You're with Bob and Tom on a 2 for Tuesday.
Good morning.
Howdy.
Great.
Holmes.
Sherlock. Let's play word association.
Okay.
Howdy.
Holmes.
Sherlock.
Holmes.
John C. With Bob and Tom.
Holmes.
The human tripod.
I see.
Okay, I'm sorry, Bob.
That's all right. You
From
certainly-
6 a.m. and for the next 4 hours, Bob Kavoyan and Tom Griswold fill the airwaves with jokes and pranks that range from silly to hilarious and from bawdy to sick.
Why is sex like air?
Why is sex like air? I give up, Bob.
Because it's no big thing unless you're not getting it.
They deliver a National Lampoon sort of humor that leaves the audience laughing while wondering how Q95 can broadcast some of the things they say.
Half the joke is in your mind. The joke isn't stated outright. The person has to put something into it to get something out of it.
Yeah, they're fun and
People like them.
people enjoy them.
They laugh at them. There's an alternative. You can always change the channel.
But people aren't. After 2 years on the air, Bob and Tom have taken Q95's morning show to the top of the volatile morning FM ratings. WFBQ is the 3rd radio station the zany team has worked for. After 6 years together, they've got the routine down pat. Bob runs the audio control board, plays straight man, and provides the program's famous laugh.
Amateur phylactics. Amazing concept, I think, and I think it's going to.
Tom sits on a mound of notes and papers to provide the program's often quoted jokes and many of its voices.
Oh, hello, Mohandas.
Hello, Bob.
How are you?
Oh, I am fine today. Hello, Tom. Hi, Mohandas. You look very good today. Thank you so much, Mohandas.
Much of their banter is off the cuff, with an occasionally rehearsed punchline, off mic, during a song.
Only if it makes you late for the ceremony.
She's controversial. She's provocative. She's the famous sex therapist, Dr. Ruth Weisboner. Good morning, Dr. Ruth. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. Is it wrong to have sex before you're married?
No, as long as you're not late for the wedding.
Bob and Tom say they get very few complaints from listeners as they poke fun at every special interest group imaginable, and station management has left them unrestrained on the limits of their humor. After 2 years, the result has been high ratings, a devoted following, and 2 happily transplanted Hoosiers who say they just might stay to grow old and gray on Q95.
Could be. It's very possible. In fact, it's already started.
Yeah. Bob's getting gray.
Yeah. Tom's getting old.
Yeah.
Sports update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My dad spoke at my brother's high school graduation.
Really?
And he got a little emotional at the end of his speech. And then he just left after his speech out of a back door, did not come back. He just left the graduation, just got right out of there.
Elvis has left the building.
And then after the graduation, I kind of walked up, checked if he was hiding behind the wall. Nope, he's just gone. There's a door, there's an exit, he dipped.
You gave your son's high school graduation an Irish goodbye?
You didn't even watch him graduate?
Nope, he just left.
He had a call, you guys.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
And now a message from the Bob and Tom Pet Care Company.
Here, Figsy. Come here, boy. Good boy. Whoa. Hey, Dad. Figsy's breath really stinks.
Oh, I know, Sam. Ugh. It smells like Figsy's been eating his own poop again.
Oh. Gee, if only they made something to make his breath smell better. Sorry, Figs. We'll have to play Frisbee some other time. You're just like a furry turd.
Sound familiar? Does your dog love to dine on his own dog logs, leaving his breath smelling like a stopped-up commode? Well, have we got the answer for you? It's a peppermint-flavored lozenge made especially for dogs like yours. Introducing new Extra Mints.
Here, Figsy. Golly, that is some bad breath. Here, Figsy, try one of these new excrements. Wow, what a difference, huh, Dad?
You bet, Sam. Figsy's face may be covered in his own feces, but his breath is minty fresh.
Hey, Dad, look. Figsy's licking his crotch again. Do you think his breath is still fresh?
We'll never know, son.
Oh, God.
We'll never know. Hey, Sam, you know why a dog licks his own...
Yeah, because he can. I've heard it a million times.
Extra Mints. Fetch some today.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
I babysat a cat a couple weeks ago. No, it went in the show.
Oh,
Then he started picking his out of his litter box and dropping him in the middle of the living room floor.
Oh, this is a protest.
It did seem like some sort of action. Cats are, jerks, basically.
Can be.
Cats are jerks.
6:47 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, good morning. Thanks very much for joining us. I look over that way.
Yeah.
Behind the glass, I see Christy Lee.
By golly, here I am.
Yeah, you look good today, and I think the weather is equally beautiful.
Q95, Fox 59 weather, plenty of sunshine, high 84. A little more humidity than yesterday, though, I will tell you.
Oh.
And then sunny and a few clouds, possibly those fluffy ones that just pass by and make nice little shapes.
Oh, yeah, the Stradivarius clouds.
Yes, thank you. High 87. That's currently 57
Discovered
degrees.
in Russia in 1389.
Stradivarius clouds?
On this show, the dew point is when
Cumulus
God
cloud?
was due to meet a woman that he can stand, and vice versa. All right. We don't have that kind of time. Well, let's get back to the action, shall we? I'd agree. Thank you very much. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see, the big room right here. We got Ace, Chick, that's Josh, I'm Tom, and then we go behind the glass. Christy Lee's over there. That's the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Behind the glass over there, formerly the Nuremberg room, it's Willie Griswold. Hey, Willie.
Hey.
Then we go to the TV set to my left. Can you see us yet, Pat?
I can, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Everybody looks healthy.
We got it rigged up. Pat is around the corner where the fudge is made in a special room. So trying to keep socially distant, whatever.
Is there an older man thing to say?
Hey, you look healthy.
You look good. You look healthy.
You really look healthy. Yeah.
As a chubby kid, I got that a lot. Oh, you look healthy.
Oh,
you look so healthy.
He's a healthy one.
He's an eater.
Yeah.
Oh, he loves corn, doesn't he?
You'd like to have two starches, doesn't he?
Yeah. Godspeed through middle school.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
I got to hand it to you last night, Willie. You didn't do what I did.
What'd you do?
What'd you do?
Well, we had an experimental meal last evening.
Yeah?
Oh my God, he does the same thing at home as he does here. I know it.
We had an experimental meal. What was that, Willie?
It was some sort of jambalaya with cauliflower rice and chicken and the spiciest sausage on the face of the earth.
Yeah, it was pretty much inedible.
It was great. It was fun.
I plowed through a bowl of it barely, and then I had a bowl of cereal, just like I did when I was a little boy.
Really?
Had to recover.
Yeah, I did.
Does he eat really fast at home like he does here?
Not really. It's
yeah.
I don't think that I've ever actually seen him put food in his mouth. I've eaten thousands of meals with him, but I don't think I've ever watched him eat. Actually.
Are you self-conscious about eating around? No, you love having lunch with people, but actually that serves as
you see me
an
eating in
address
here.
for everyone.
When we're eating in here, we have a very limited amount of times. And in any
we've
event,
seen you eat in public.
cereal for dinner last night. Which
okay.
It's great.
What about the kids? What did they eat that?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, yeah, Hart had Cheerios.
Oh.
Yeah, Finn had some.
Did Finn eat the regular?
Yeah, it was a little spicy. It was good, though. I enjoyed it.
They were very excited because they got ice cream cones after dinner.
Yeah, where's our ice cream?
Oh, I forgot to bring it in again.
Oh, man.
Josh's ice cream, the peanut butter and jelly ice cream I got for you.
Got the old Scroogey again on the ice cream.
Well, maybe
That's
we can
okay.
go get it later.
I
I'm
gotta
sorry.
look at gift
We were at the sports desk, and did I introduce Ace, our engineer, of course, who was also the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.
Fans at the Colonial in Fort Worth, Texas, the return of the PGA Tour. Now get ready for no fans at a major championship. First ever, the PGA of America has submitted plans to hold the PGA Championship, one of the majors, Tom.
Yeah?
Harding Park in August with no fans.
Remember the Major in Soap? Boy, was he funny.
He was funny.
Very funny.
Remember Major and Catch-22?
Yeah, certainly, yeah. That was...
The guy's name was Major. He was a
Is
major.
that phone ringing or is that my brain?
That's that's your heart going.
Oh my gosh! What is wrong with you?
Funny stuff.
That's your body rejecting a stent.
Man.
Yeah,
phone ringing.
Didn't they tell you that? It sounds like a faint phone ringing.
Right. They call it Ma Bell's disease.
NASCAR set to allow. Cut that out. NASCAR going to allow up to 30,000 at the track in Bristol next month when it moves the All-Star race out of Charlotte for just the second time in the history of the race. If the expected attendance count holds, NASCAR would open to the largest gathering of sports fans in the United States in the wake of the pandemic so far. But they didn't want to hold it in North Carolina because they are spiking up.
And then they had, I heard New Zealand, which had that big thing yesterday. Mm-hmm. Then they've got a couple cases apparently now.
Yeah, they're always going to have a couple.
Yeah, sure.
But it's essentially, yeah.
But they had, 20,000 people at that event in New Zealand? That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're nowhere near here, New Zealand.
No, it's pretty far away. You're right.
Yeah, you can't get here.
As I said before, how come you never hear about Old Zealand? I mean, you hear about York.
Sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
When's the last time someone said, I'm going on vacation, I'm heading over to Zealand?
Yeah.
No. What'd they do? Probably something really dark.
What about that, Josh?
We'll get a letter from some guy going,
well, Zealand was...
You really don't want to talk about that?
Yeah. That's about as funny as chick's heart attack. Jeez.
Yeah, no joke.
The single largest example of ethnic cleansing in the world has
I'm
ever
sure
known.
there's something horrific. By the way, we have...
It's a comedy show.
Yesterday, and I forget how it came up, we mentioned the one-man band.
Oh, yeah.
That's
because Josh wants a one-man band
wants
kit.
to get a one-man band kit.
I want to be considered one of the premier one-man bands.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have no fewer than 50 emails.
Saying that they'll give me a kit?
About one-man, but just links to various one-man bands. And here's the thing. Homer Simpson did a one-man band thing on The Simpsons. And he played my favorite song. Homer Simpson apparently played...
Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. Oh.
Hi, everybody.
Archie Bell and the Drells.
Oh, boy, I don't remember that.
I don't either. And I've got this guy sent me a link. I'll have to dig it up.
Oh, awesome.
Can you imagine Homer's? But we have so many people who are are a one-man band, I guess.
Oh, well, good for you.
You think you have band meetings if you're in a one-man band?
With yourself?
I'd like to think that they meet and exchange contacts. And
Well, if it's like any other band meeting, there's going to be the bass too loud again.
I've got
Could you pump up the vocals? Uh-oh, the drummer wrote a song.
He wrote a song.
Okay.
WNBA has announced plans to play a reduced season starting in July. The league's still finalizing a partnership with IMG Academy of Florida. Everything's moving to Florida to play all the games at the facility in Bradenton or other nearby Florida locations.
Well, they've discovered that peninsular states help cure COVID.
Is that what they've discovered?
Yeah, just being on a peninsula.
First of all, if the word peninsular is a word, and it probably is, bravo.
Peninsular?
I've A, never heard it, and B, never used it.
I don't know if it is.
I think this, as you can see, this growth is relatively peninsular.
So what would you have? Florida and parts of Washington State, maybe?
That's right. That's where you want to live.
Puget Sound? Anyway, a 22-game schedule without fans.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
For the WNBA. Just hear me out on this. First, I saw a lovely woman, one of the players over the weekend was being interviewed, and she was so cool and so nice and so funny, so I hope they get it together. But what if they played without refs?
What do you mean?
What if you did like a...
Call your own fouls thing?
Yeah.
Let him pull hair, stuff
like you do
that?
on the playground?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be... Or even maybe just once like an NBA game where because...
I like refless night.
Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that, or just maybe for a like an exhibition game?
Right.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? Can you see LeBron going, wait a minute,
Yeah.
and they get into this sort of playground level discussion?
Right.
That would be so funny.
I like it.
Interesting.
In the NBA, kind of it's gentlemen no ref night.
Add gentlemen to it.
Yes.
Good sportsmanship.
Right.
That would be so nice. At halftime, there'll be a celibacy pledge.
That's
not going to last.
That's not going to happen. Okay, sorry. These are just bad ideas. We're going to come back with more stuff.
More sports,
including
today in sports history, and I'll do better.
And we're going to have Homer in the one-man band, apparently.
I look forward to it.
Dean has really gotten a lot done this morning. I don't know how he found that. That was great. And it's just some really interesting stuff going on in the world, including a bear in your swimming pool. And as I said before, 2020, the year of really bad timing. Okay? All right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison here with you on a Tuesday. It's June 16th. The Economonologues with Kostaki Economopoulos on the way. The biggest name in comedy. Kostaki is relocated to Los Angeles, California. And we'll also catch up with comedian Gabriel Iglesias and find out what he's been up to lately. Comedian Gabriel Iglesias coming up later this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Chinese authorities have locked down a third neighborhood in Beijing as they rush to prevent the spread of a new coronavirus outbreak that has infected more than 100 people in a country that appeared to have largely contained the virus. The resurgence in China highlights expert calls for vigilance as many nations move forward with easing virus restrictions to revive their economies. Many of the recent cases in Beijing have been linked to a wholesale food market that had been closed. President Donald Trump says he's accepting what he calls a, quote, very powerful decision by the Supreme Court backing workplace rights for gay, lesbian, and transgender people. The court ruled 6-3 that a key provision of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 that bars job discrimination because of sex, among other reasons, encompasses biases against LGBT workers. It's a resounding victory for LGBT rights from a conservative court. And usually people are excited to get something from eBay, but 6 former workers for the online auction and retail site are accused of sending items meant to scare, not thrill. The ex-employees are charged with trying to intimidate the editor and publisher of an online newsletter by sending the married couple live spiders and cockroaches, along with a funeral wreath and a bloody pig face Halloween mask. The workers also sent porn with the husband's name on it to its neighbor's home. A federal prosecutor says the effort began after the couple's newsletter ran an article about a lawsuit involving eBay. The site investigated after authorities say security team members engaged in suspicious activities. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Dear Penthouse, I'm a freshman at a small Midwestern university, and I never thought something like this could happen to me. When my teacher with the dynamite asked me to stay after class, and she started to undress, I can't forget the statement she made. If you drop your pants, I'll raise your grade. Dear Penthouse, I'm a seaman first class at an overseas naval base. It's been 7 long months since I've seen a woman's face. When I saw your recent issue, I took a box of Kleenex tissue and I locked the barracks door. Thanks to you, I've gotten a grip. Please excuse my jerky penmanship. I've read every issue since 1974. The first 2 years behind the bathroom door. I poured through every penthouse I could find. Even though my mom said I'd go blind.
Dear Penthouse, doing sports on the radio. 7:01 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
And Christy Lee's got the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunny today, look for a high of 84. Clear tonight down to 60. Sunshine tomorrow, 87. Still at 57 degrees. Sunny though.
Oh, this is great. They call it great sleeping weather. Wake up. Many people enjoy sleeping during this show.
And many people lay during sports.
We didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
Oh, was that me?
I was thinking that.
That was you.
Apparently you're ESPs. Let's see. Where was I? Christy, you doing okay?
I'm great. How are you today?
I want to theoretically, if you've ever been,
Christy, don't fall for this again.
No, Dean and I were working with John on your electronics over there in the other room, and just try grabbing that yellow wire.
This one right here?
Yep. Oh, you've been hurt at work. What do you do?
I reach for a hammer.
Oh my gosh! No.
I take it back. You deserve
Work injuries are complex.
No. This is where you got to call my buddies at Galitko and Daly. Galitko and Daly, they take your work injury seriously. unlike the way we take this commercial. Galitko and Daly, this is serious business. If you've been injured at work, these are guys that are board certified, OSHA trained. They're ready to help you with your work injuries. And the easiest thing to remember is they're at IndianaWorkers.com. Galitko and Daly, if you've been hurt at work, remember, when you can't go to work, they can. They go to work when you can't. It's that simple. Galitko and Daly. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. How's everybody doing?
Well,
I think so. It's all right.
Real good.
These are odd times. We're happy to be here. And this is the 16th of June, 2020. No one's going to... But can you imagine New Year's Eve? 2020.
No.
Talk about good riddance. And we're not even halfway through yet, and I ate it already.
This is like the year that never happened.
It's bizarre. Coming up, more terrible timing in the world. You just want to say to some people, tone deaf, read the room. This room contains 4 people. They would include Ace Cosby, our engineer at the OmahaSteaks.com. Father's Day is just around the corner. News desk, also known as, joke desk, forgive me. Chick McGee is at the sports desk. It's the CrazyCockWine.com sports desk. There's Josh. This is Tom speaking. Now, we go through the glass to Christy Lee.
Hi, everybody.
We go through the glass over there. There's Willie Griswold.
Morning.
Then we go over there to the big TV screen. It's Pat Godwin, a full crew here. Now, we were talking about sports. I had my idea of doing a referee-free WNBA or NBA game.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy it.
That'd be really fun. It just as an exhibition game. Can you imagine?
Yeah, be fun.
No ref night.
Can you imagine the fist fights?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know. Maybe they might be cool about it.
Yeah, I'm giving them
gentleman's game.
Right.
I mean, these guys are all mega millionaires. I
think they'd have some laughs.
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny. Maybe for like the All-Star game, just because they're not going to call it anyway.
Yes.
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
Time now for Today in Sports History.
Oh, how about that?
What do you think of that? Thought I forgot about it, didn't you?
What do you got?
In 1975.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. A gentleman by the name of Lou Alcindor was traded from the Milwaukee Bucks to the Los Angeles Lakers so the Lakers got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
The Bucks got Elmore Smith, Brian Winters, David Myers, and Junior Bridgman.
Ooh.
Oh, what a trade.
That sounds like a great trade, doesn't it?
Wow.
No, not at all. Yeah.
You tried dragging Walton and Lanier.
And then he went on to start him in the Airplane movies. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I was going to say none of those guys in the Bucks were in Airplane. Who cares?
No, they weren't.
And Josh, that's one of my favorite lines in that whole movie. You try dragging Lanier.
Jabbar said he was unhappy after 6 seasons in Milwaukee. Clearly not one of the NBA's glamour cities, he said. On a scale of 0 to 100, he gave it a 5. That's a little rough for back then to say that. Abdul-Jabbar's first choice was he wanted to play for the Knicks, his hometown team. Of course, he played at Power Memorial High School, but the Knicks reportedly didn't offer enough to the Bucks.
Okay.
Well, the Knicks historically run by geniuses.
And today,
I think we can look at that franchise.
And that has continued to this
one
day.
One of the
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Wait a minute. I know you. You're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You play basketball for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I'm sorry, son, but you must have me confused with someone else. My name is Roger Murdoch. I'm the co-pilot.
You are Kareem. I've seen you play. My dad's got season tickets.
Uh-oh. I think you should go back to your seat now, Joey. Right, Clarence?
Oh, he's not bothering me.
All right, but just remember, my name is Roger Murdoch. I'm an airline pilot.
I think you're the greatest, but my dad says you don't work hard enough on defense. And he says that lots of times you don't even run down court.
Uh-oh.
And that you don't really try, except during the playoffs.
The hell I don't. Listen, kid. I've been hearing that crap ever since I was at UCLA. I'm out there busting my buns every night. Tell your old man to drag Walton and Lanier up and down the court for 48 minutes.
One of the greatest. Can you imagine? I mean, that is, to this day, I think, one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yes, for sure.
And the documentary about making it is it's something Tom told me about, and it's wonderful.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a long article about It's just they actually it was a parody of a movie
0 Hour
called 0 Hour, but they realized that it was so close to the real movie they actually had to buy the movie.
Wow,
it's so brilliant.
Did they say anything about Kareem? Were they making that movie? Were they actually in production? They went, we got to have a scene where somebody calls him out for being Kareem.
Who knows?
I don't.
Yeah,
And Jabbar fought Bruce Lee in a movie.
Oh, really?
That's one of the best sports cameos of all time. Held up way better than OJ in the Naked Gun movies.
Yeah, that's Bill. Hey, OJ's still great.
I hate to take the wrong side of this. OJ's really funny in those movies.
Yeah,
he has great timing. Also a murderer, but really good comedic timing.
I mean, the thing is,
he is also a murderer. Let's not lose sight of that.
The trick is you've got to be able to separate the dancer from the dance here. You've got to be able to separate, for example, Robert Blake, great actor, in Cold Blood.
Did he kill his wife? Yes.
He's got some issues. I'm not sure what happened there.
I will say there's the great part in Airplane where they there's chaos on the plane and they show boobs.
Oh, yeah.
And one time, I'm in 5th grade, my dad walks in the living room. It's right on that part, and I click play in a panic. He goes, oh, Airplane, great movie.
Oh, you're a good dad. Oh.
Now, Willie, do you remember the time that we went to go to a Christmas movie and the one we wanted to see was sold out? And it's the theater that's no longer there. We went to see this Christmas movie and it was
You remember
sold
that,
out.
Josh, the theater that's no longer there?
It's a bowling alley now. That one.
Sure.
And I took you to see, I said, oh, well, there's another Christmas. Let's go see Bad Santa. And it was like the R-rated version. I mean,
sure, that's a raunchy movie.
Yeah, it's a raunchy.
Bathroom scene?
It was just Bad Santa.
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
It was all the copies are R-rated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember that one scene where he goes, she'll never walk right again. Sorry about that, Willie. I hope that didn't affect you.
Stupid world record.
Before we get to this, we were talking about one-man bands yesterday.
Oh, yes.
Josh, we've learned some interesting things about Josh. On his bucket list, for example, he wants to drive one of those airboats in the Everglades.
Man, I really do.
And we also.
I thought Willie wanted to do that.
Really?
Didn't you
I don't like airboats. Not a big fan. We'll do this all week, baby.
You said you can't bring him back.
All week, baby, all week.
But your other thing is you've always wanted to do a one-man band thing.
Yeah.
And I quite literally have 50 letters from people who either are a one-man band or are recommending a one-man band.
Excellent.
They're so excited we're talking about it.
Yes.
Well, they come in, there are different types. There are really good musicians who are a one-man band, and then there are guys that can play maybe one instrument or half an instrument, and then they have a kazoo.
Yeah.
And, the
mini trumpet and all that, yeah.
Again, I would contend the following. If
you ever play the butt trumpet, Tom?
The butt? No, I did not. How does the butt trumpet work?
Well, that's when you pass a little gas. Or,
little butt trumpet solo.
A little butt trumpet.
Oh, really?
I think to be a one-man band, you have to have multiple instruments.
Yeah.
Agree.
Can you play taps on the butt trumpet?
And the butt trumpet does not count.
Somewhat disrespectful. This is Homer Simpson playing what I have not heard this yet.
Is it really?
Dean dug it up, yeah. Playing one of my favorite songs of all time, Archie Bell and the Drells, Tighten Up. I'm so excited. Let's give this a listen.
I remember my first after-school job. I was in a band. Hello, everybody. I'm Archie Bell, and I'm also the Drells. I got a new song called Tighten Up, and this is the music you tighten up with.
Hey, what's the matter, you? You crazy kid. You chasing away my business.
Buzz off, Giuseppe.
Pepe, go for the face.
Is that like an organ grinder or something?
Yeah, he's got some, yes.
God, that's hilarious.
Go for the face, he tells the monkey.
God, that's the best. If you ever heard the song, Google it. Archie Bell and the Drells, Tighten Up. Archie's brother,
Ricky Bell.
Ricky Bell. I've got another idea.
Who's Ricky Bell?
Running back.
He was
Tampa Bay, USC.
Great running back. My first idea, of course, to have either a WNBA game or an NBA game without refs. It'd be a lot of fun. How about this? You're talking about a couple players have tested positive for the corona.
Right.
Time now for Hairbrain Scheme Corner.
What if we make
Tom
sure? What if we
Griswold.
give them all the corona?
All right.
You mentioned the play-by-play.
What? What would that be? I think it would go a little something like.
Yeah, he snagged that punt. He's on the 30, the 40, the 50. He may go. Wait, no, he's bent over, breathing heavy. He's doubled over, Terry.
Really winded.
Sound like
pretty winded.
You sound like Dr. Evil. Why don't we give them all corona?
And have laser beams on their heads. Yes.
Okay, well.
How about no?
That appears to be a face mask penalty. Did he grab him by the face mask? No, he ripped off the face mask. He's breathing it. Sorry. Isn't that the deal they're going to wear? Like,
You're going to try.
I don't
Even more enclosed helmets?
I don't see that working, but we'll see. It's all very interesting. Now, give me the other sports teaser.
A world record coming up. It's an amazing world record.
Oh yeah, and if you want to have if you want your dad to have the world record Father's Day,
yeah,
we've been telling you this for a couple weeks now. I think today's the day you got to activate this. Grab your phone, go to omahasteaks.com. What would your dad like? He would love a nice set of steaks for Father's Day. Josh, tell him all about it.
That's exactly right. Omaha Steaks. Oh, those perfectly aged, tender steaks sent right to Dad's door. He'll never forget it. Go to omahasteaks.com. Enter the code BTS into the search bar. Get that perfect Father's Day gift. You'll see all the great options available, many that include free shipping. And my goodness, listen to me here, a free 1-pound package of their perfectly cured, incredibly thick, applewood smoked steak cut bacon. I can just hear it sizzling already. This is the kind of bacon you cook on a grill, not just the pan or the oven. I mean, this is out on the barbecue. Well, Omaha Steaks has a variety of Father's Day packages that include world-famous Omaha Steaks, naturally aged at least 21 days for tenderness and hand-carved to perfection. Burgers, franks, sausages, perfect for grilling. Premium poultry and pork cut by Omaha Steaks butchers and individually sealed for freshness and flavor. Tasty, easy-to-make side dishes, plus one-step family meals like that meat lover's lasagna I can't stop dreaming about. Artisan desserts, much, much more. Make Father's Day simple this year. He's going to go crazy when he sees that cooler sitting on his porch. Send Dad the gift he really wants, those perfectly aged Omaha steaks. Get free shipping and free steak cut bacon with select packages. Visit omahasteaks.com today. You have to get this done. Type BTS in the search bar for the best Father's Day gifts right now. Omaha Steaks.
Got a nice letter from a lady who loves the Omaha Steaks.
Oh.
And she doesn't throw away the coolers they come in.
Right.
Yeah.
She covers them with yarn and turns them into storage boxes. These are amazing. I'll post a picture of this.
Oh, right on. That's great.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you very much, Donna. From Garden City, Georgia. Donna, I apologize for.
She loves this.
On Donna, on Blitzen.
It's not Donna, that's Donner. So now you're comparing this lovely lady to a reindeer?
A magical reindeer that helps Santa fly.
Reindeer face.
Okay, maybe it's not.
I went to her house for a celebration once. It was a Donna party. And
You ate each other.
The food was tough, wasn't it? Yeah, the canopies were a little they're meaty, but I don't know what it was.
And that's another incredibly obscure joke. You're welcome. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Will you look at those? My goodness. What a day and what a time for you to be a Bob and Tom VIP member. My goodness, you're a fan of the show. You could be experiencing it like this all the time. I mean, go to bobandtom.com, check out the VIP experience. Here's what you get. The full discography. You know they have hilarious CDs. You get exclusive podcasts, 24/7 access to Bob and Tom video and audio. Are you kidding me with this? My gosh, join the VIP experience and live a little, huh? Oh, my goodness, that's terrific. These steaks are about ready, and I'd say dinner is about to be served, huh?
Delayed. Instead of being in February, the awards will be in April 25th to be exact. The 8-week delay is because of effects of the coronavirus on the movie industry. The pandemic has shut down movie production and delayed the release of films already done. The delay also means an extension for the eligibility deadline for movies to be eligible for Oscar nods. Kid Rock's attorney promises to fight a citation given to Rock's Nashville restaurant for failing to comply with coronavirus public health orders. Attorney Brian Lewis says the citation was, quote, selective prosecution. He says it's unfair that the mayor, John Cooper, encourages thousands of people to march with him in violation of his own phases, but wants to hold the Nashville business community hostage. News outlets report Metro Public Health Department Director Michael Caldwell visited Kid Rock's Honky Tonk on Saturday after getting a complaint. The restaurant was fined for serving people that were seated at the bar and not observing proper social distancing inside the establishment. 13 other Nashville businesses also were cited. Tanya Tucker says while she's excited about her first nominations for the Americana Honors and Awards, she feels Brandi Carlile is deserving of any accolades she gets. Carlile happens to be the lead nominee with 7, including Artist of the Year as a solo act and Duo Group of the Year with the Highwaywomen. Tucker is up for Artist of the Year and Album of the Year for While I'm Livin', which Carlile produced. The Americana Music Awards will be held in Nashville September 16th, and they're still working out details for the show. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
I saw her sitting in a barroom in that smoky atmosphere. She smiled back at me as I drank down one last beer. She pulled me on the dance floor and we danced a song or two. It was then I realized that I bit off more than I could chew. I think I'm dancing with a man. She's got calluses on her hand. She's got a voice deeper than mine. She gets a stiffy when we grind. Think I'm dancing with a man. We sat down and talked a while, and we listened to the band. Oh, and a friend of mine walked by. Oh, Tim Wilson. And he asked her if she'd dance. Then he gently took her hand. Ooh, and he twirled her round and round. It looked like he was having fun. Oh, yeah. Until her skirt fell to the ground. I think he's dancing with a man. The boys at the lodge won't understand. And with her hand on his behind, they two-step till 9:30. Think he's dancing with a man. Giddy, 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 giddy. Oh, Lord, we're dancing with a man. It'll be known throughout the land. The two boys from Texas danced a jig with a dude who wore a wig. We've been dancing with a man. She crushed a beer can on her head. Good Lord, her forehead's red. We've been dancing with a damn big man. Right.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
We're talking with comedian Rick Schrader.
I'm a stepfather, too, which I've been for a few years now. And if you're not a step-parent, you don't realize that.
7:21 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Again, thanks to everybody who helped out with Heat Relief 2020. A lot of bottled water to help out some folks that are going to need it this summer. In the meantime, it's another great day, Christy Lee.
Yes, Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunshine 84, clear again tonight down to 60. Sunshine tomorrow 87. We're still at 57 degrees.
Thank you very much. Good sleeping weather. Please wake up. Hello? Hello? You awake? It's us. We're here. Welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show. We come to you on this, the 16th of June, 2020. We are right here. 4 of us in this room. Ace Cosby is our engineer, and he's manning the OmahaSteaks.com Ace Cosby Joke of the Day desk. Chicken McGee's across the way. That's the crazycockwine.com sports desk. Christy's in the other room.
Hi.
Josh is right over there, though. And then Willie Griswold is back there, and formerly the Nuremberg room, looking to rename it.
Looking for a new name.
Maybe we could name it after one of those courts in Moscow. You've read that story. That guy's in a glass booth.
Yeah, like a gulag or...
Let's see. Then we go over there.
Anything but what we're doing.
We're looking at him on camera. It's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
I'll get another song out of Pat in a matter of moments. Did you want to get to that last sports story?
Well, I think... Stupid world record. The record for the world's largest parade of hearses.
Oh, God.
Not horses.
With bodies in them?
Has been set in Midland, South Africa.
Well, that's a good question. This is probably the time.
Just ask it.
Remember earlier in the show I said 2020, the year of the tone deaf?
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking
According to the WRA, the World Record Academy, 111 hearses drove around the Kyalami racetrack as part of Track Day for the local funeral industry.
Huh.
Event organizer.
But hang on a second. How many things are wrong with this? Let's say you ran a racetrack. Would you really want to underscore the fact that occasionally a hearse has to pull up?
No.
Take out a driver? No. Just
money.
Tone deaf.
Event organizer Rachel Stead said various criteria had to be met, including validation that the vehicles were in service as hearses. The parade also had to be moving and cover a minimum of 2 miles.
I think they should have had bodies in them, or they didn't count.
Again, Christy, right now, the way the world's going, not that tough.
What happened to our little Christy?
I know.
What happened?
I've been beaten down.
Do it in Brazil. They can get another.
Yeah.
That's a good way. I mean, the only difference between a hearse and a station wagon is the body.
Yeah, good point.
Well, they have to have special. I watched.
That's very zen. Very zen.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of these just look like minivans.
That's a new thing.
Yeah, hearse is just a sad hatchback, right? Is that the only?
Yeah.
They've really come a long way. They've changed the minivan industry.
But really, I mean, what's this lady's name? Mrs. Stead?
Yeah.
Rachel Stead?
Rachel Stead.
What was the point? What were we promoting?
It's a world record for the most hearses.
But why?
The former record, Guinness World Record, was 107 hearses. They beat it by 4.
Yeah, how about that?
How about that?
Read the room.
It's 4 more hearse power.
All right.
Horsepower.
Josh,
No. I liked it.
It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it too.
You liked it, he said.
I did.
All right. Okay. You're entitled.
No, you call a parade of hearses.
Yeah.
A group of hearses, much like a pod of whales.
Sure.
Right? What's another one of those? A murder of crows.
Right.
Gaggle of geese. Morbidity of hearses.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm not sure what the other one would be. But if you look at did you see the beginning of the parade? They've got that big casket balloon. That the kids love that part.
They sure do, don't they? Yeah.
Yes. What a terrible idea. Hey, South Africa, read the room. Okay? I'm just saying. Oh, there we go.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
I'm good. I got a question. So if the horse is in a race and it blows its engine, do you call a tow truck or do you call another horse?
Oh.
That's a really good question.
We should break off 2 discussion groups about that one.
I suppose that's ever happened where there was a body in a hearse and they had to tow it?
Yes.
No, there's no doubt.
Yep. Wouldn't the body
Probably
slide?
charge them time and a half, too, man. I got to apologize. I've been up all night with a sour stomach, so I've been just can't sleep and thinking about questions like this. And I know it's my fault. I was watching the Game Show Network all day and had me a big batch of Uncle Sonny's Fireball chili.
Yeah.
Made with a real liter of actual Fireball whiskey in it.
Oh.
I swear to God. And then I chased it with a plate or 2 jalapeno poppers and then washed it down with some fresh squeezed Mountain Dew because the 2-liter got trapped in the door at the gas station.
Uh-oh.
And man, Putty mixed that with Jack Daniels, so I damn near need a horse about 4 hours ago, which at the time seemed like a good idea, but the fact remains I woke up with the worst heartburn I probably had since the time I ate 70 packs of Fun Dip on a dare.
That'll do it.
I swear to God. So I'm laying there last night with the worst heartburn ever. I thought about doing my Uncle Sonny with the used heartburn hack.
What's that?
Well, what he does is he takes a heaping teaspoon of Arm & Hammer's baking soda, and you mix that in a warm glass of well water, drink it down, and then soak in Epsom salts.
Uh-oh.
Then I remember last time I tried that, I misused too much baking soda because I turned my stomach into a 7th grade science fair project.
Oh, boy.
Volcano.
Yeah.
It was brutal. Gave my bed sheets permanent earth tones. So I finally tapped out and took me some Tums, see if that'd help. So I took 3 Tums, regular, waited about a half hour, then still had heartburn. So I took another 3 Tums. The same thing, still had heartburn. So then I doubled down, took another 3 Tums, and still nothing. So I basically got the entire roll up there. And it's to the point I don't think I can fit anymore.
Now, Donnie, what do you mean you've got the entire roll up there?
You know, Tom, in my prison wallet.
What?
Oh, boy.
Tums.
Donnie, Tums are not suppositories. They're meant to be eaten.
Well, of course they are, dumbass. If they weren't, why would they shape them that way? You know? Would have been better off with a popsicle. I feel violated.
Tom,
Call the Hearst.
Eat them. Is that sports?
Yeah.
Poor Donnie.
You go, whatever you do, always be a good
Well, before we finish sports, I think we had the Homer Simpson one-man band. Groundskeeper Willie on The Simpsons also did a one-man band.
Excellent.
Shtick. You want to hear that one?
Yes, please.
Sure.
I'm a maniac, that's for sure. And I'm dancing like I've never danced before. That's the stuff.
A little bit of Maniac on a one-man band. Thank you very much. And that will officially conclude our sports broadcast.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy!
Mexico wants the world to know they're open for business, including the beach business. 17 beachside resorts have reopened in Cancun since last week, and foreign visitors are coming back to Mexico's Caribbean coast. New sanitary measures have been put in place to prevent, of course, the spread of the coronavirus.
Yeah, I was reading about this. You're supposed to, I guess when you do tequila now, how does it work? You suck the lemon, lick the bleach, and then drink the shot?
Oh, okay, yeah. Makes sense.
Don't do that.
No, of course not.
Okay, that's a joke. I'm kidding. The thing is, though, if you do go down to Mexico, don't get hoodwinked into attending one of those hospital ICU timeshare presentations.
Boy, that'll be
You buy into the intensive care unit in case you ever get back. Sorry, that's also not true. Okay, very good. Well, it'll be fun. Get some fresh air.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great
Be sure and take your mask on the plane, though. That's become the new big thing. Airlines may not allow you to fly or put you on a no-fly list if you refuse to wear a mask. I don't know if you saw that today in the news.
Okay.
Yeah, so be careful. Hey, today is National Fresh Veggies Day.
Oh, how nice.
Well, or National Fudge Day. So you pick.
I haven't chosen yet. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let me work out the math.
Well, you would think I wouldn't do that. Put fudge and veggies on the same day?
You can have both.
I guess.
How's the veggie lobby feel about this?
Now, yesterday on the show, I can't remember how we got on the topic, but I think there was some guy, I guess, in Pennsylvania that every night at 6 o'clock,
You play bagpipes, yeah.
he goes on his driveway and plays bagpipes.
Homemade bagpipes.
He's been doing this ever since this whole coronavirus thing started. It's kind of nice, I think. But we did some shopping. How much are bagpipes? I got a nice letter here from someone who really knows what he's talking about. And he says that a decent pair of bagpipes cost about $1,000.
Man, that's what I said.
The cheap ones you guys saw are made in Pakistan and generally not playable.
Gotcha. Okay.
The real pipes are made from black wood, and the more expensive models are simply more decorative.
Gotcha.
So, but
This
anyway.
used a lot of duct tape, I noticed.
Yeah, he had a pair of homemade bagpipes.
Right.
They can't sound too
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
Michael Lukenbill is his name, 67, playing his homemade bagpipes every day at 6.
Well, I shouldn't assume. Maybe they're glorious sounding. You never know. Yeah.
But it's kind of nice.
He hasn't been murdered yet.
Neat thing he's doing. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what I mean? If they were bad.
Now you got to keep the bag full of air. Is that it? Is that the secret? You think?
I've never even
What do you think the secret is?
thought about how to do it.
You get that drone sound
Wah, you're squeezing it.
because you're pushing your arm down with the thing. So
You're playing the notes.
now, Josh, you've said you wanted to be a one-man band. Have you ever had the desire to learn how to play the bagpipes?
No, not the bagpipes.
Where do you go to learn?
Scotland.
Stay there if you're really serious. Imagine they're
under the tutelage of.
Well, I mean, I would hate. Yeah, this guy is the best bagpipe player in all of Dayton, Ohio. Come meet Derek, the bagpipe guy.
I have a bagpipe guy.
Kid brings up a good point.
You do?
I do.
You've got a bagpipe guy.
Yeah.
What do you use it for?
What instrument did you? The oboes? Was it the oboe people? Didn't you
Well,
bring them in?
bassoons. We had bassoons, yeah. We had the bassoons.
But no, they weren't bassoons. They were bassoons.
Bassoons, yeah. Those guys were really good.
They were. I liked it. That was fun.
No, I do. I have a first. I know the first call bagpipe guy.
Do you have a theremin guy? You have a guy for everything.
You have a theremin player. Absolutely.
Theremin's not easy.
Don't use them often, but
no.
Theremin's fun to experiment with. You just, anybody can stick their hand in that field and move it around.
That theremin was a multivitamin. Isn't that right? Theremin?
Theremin's the one that makes the spooky noises and
We
moves.
had one in here one morning. Dean
Remember
brought
Josh
his in.
played it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right in the top hat. I'll never forget that.
Of course.
You already did.
I did.
Must be the medication. At least you're taking it. Look at
boy.
this. Have you had a chance to watch the hearse parade
No,
here?
I don't want to watch that. That's so depressing.
Then a bunch of them start racing.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's sad. Ends in a dead heat.
Oh, man. Why wouldn't it?
Dead heat, chick.
Patty G. I think it's
sir.
time for a song. What do you got over there? What do you feel like playing?
Well, I have a couple things that I've written for today that would go with a nice story. I brought my one-man band harmonica in today, too. To
Oh, look at you.
Really?
Yeah.
What song? What story do you want to talk about that you need a harmonica?
Oh, I was just going to goof around with it. I don't have anything prepared for the harmonica.
All right.
Didn't you just say?
I brought it in for funsies just to show you I could goof around.
That is fun. Go ahead and put that on. It's one of those metal things that goes around your neck.
Oh, hold on.
This ain't show and tell. It's
No, I
a
like
radio
this.
show.
Yeah, not everybody's on
go.
YouTube.
Look at that.
Hold on.
I can't think of ever enjoying anyone playing the neck-mounted harmonica.
You hate it?
It seems
All morning.
unnecessary.
All morning. All right. He's got his guitar and harmonica. Oh,
That's harsh.
Hard to sing like that. Well,
It's sticking out your nose now.
that's better than Dylan's ever done in his whole life.
I disagree, but So, do you have an actual song that uses this?
You know what? I would like to talk to a certain critic out there. His name is Jonathan Tarkoff, who had said that one of my songs on the last album that you produced, Tom, was Dylan-esque. It's a song called "Depressed." Could I do it for you now?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I'll do it for you now. I don't think it sounds like Dylan at all. Here we go. Well, I felt sorry for myself. I was so depressed. Woo. And I used to eat too much late at night because I was so depressed. And I drank a lot, shot after shot, so anxious and stressed. I was puffy and hungover. I need a little hair of the dog. I was such a shaky mess. And speaking of hair, let's face it, my hairline had recessed. I was bald, fat and drunk, and I had sunk so low I was depressed. I don't see the connection to Dylan at all. No. Then my wife, she left me. She said I was just too gloomy, and I had to pay her the thousands of dollars I owed her, or she was gonna sue me. I was broke, bald, fat, drunk, and all alone. I picked up a phone and called a therapist. He put me on Prozac, Paxil, Zoloft, and Xanax. Then he told me there might be some sexual side effects. Now I'm impotent, broke, bald, fat, and all alone. 50 years old, living in the basement of my mama's home. I just wasted a $50 Cialis on a date going nowhere. It's no wonder I'm so depressed.
All right.
The harmonica really sells
That was a train wreck.
That was great.
Oh, it's wonderful. Didn't sound like Dylan at all.
Yeah, thank you very much, Pat Godwin. When we come back, Christy, you got the teaser for me?
Yeah, we never did get to our lady who hatched the ducklings out of supermarket eggs. We need to get to that. We also have Elon Musk back in the news. He and his baby mama Grimes finally got their baby's birth certificate. And cactus smuggling is a problem.
Boy, especially if you're smuggling it up your ass.
Yeah. Well, getting it in is kind of difficult. Yikes. You ever put a molly bolt in the wall? Try it with a cactus ass. Is there a guy named Cactus Ass?
Here comes old Cactus Ass.
Famous for his dry farts. All that when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Stay tuned. Who knows who will be next on the Bob and Tom Track Phone Hotline? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bob.
And this is Tom. And this is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy on your computer all day and all night.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, rolling through a Tuesday. It's June 16th. I'm Mark Allison. Yes, we're here live, socially distancing as well here at the Bob and Tom studios. Kostaki Economopoulos on the way. And later this morning, we haven't heard from him for a while. Well, he's been out there, but we haven't talked with him in a while. But we have talked with him. And again, later this morning, comedian Gabriel Iglesias. I'm so fluffy. That's right. That's my impression. It's horrible, but that's Gabriel coming up later this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
From the crazycockwine.com sports desk, I'm Chick McGee. This is your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Roger Goodell says he'd like to see Colin Kaepernick back in the NFL this season. The commissioner said during ESPN's The Return of Sports special last night that he is encouraging teams to sign the 32-year-old quarterback who hasn't played the past 3 seasons. Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred says there might be no Major League season after a breakdown in talks between teams and the union on how to split up money in a season delayed by the pandemic. 2 days after union head Tony Clark declared additional negotiations futile, the deputy commissioner sent a 7-page letter to the Players Association's chief negotiator asking the union whether it will waive the threat of legal action and tell Major League Baseball to announce a spring training report date and a regular season schedule. And NASCAR is set to brush off coronavirus concerns and open the gates to some 30,000 fans at Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee next month. A recent spike of cases in North Carolina prompted NASCAR to move the All-Star race out of Charlotte to Bristol. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
It's my understanding that you actually had a date. Is that correct?
I told you that in confidence, but yeah.
Sorry.
Geez.
How did the conversation go?
It was fun. She talked a lot, and I kind of like that.
Already?
Wow. The truth is, she is really chatty, and I was so nervous. It was kind of nice.
Okay.
Maybe she was nervous, and that's why she was chatting a lot.
I think she talks all the time.
Don't worry, I don't think she's going to talk to you much more after this.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom
24/7. Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Ed Pinkley from Ed Pinkley Motors, the home of the Pinkley Taurus. Are you like me? Is your patio deck cluttered with trash, leaves, and moldy dog dew? Has it become stained and discolored from years of neglect? Well, if your deck is in need of a good sprucing up, have I got news for you. I'm proud to introduce my new patio deck cleaning service featuring our professional crew of ladies armed with high-performance vacuum cleaners, powerful enough to suck up any stains and debris. And what do we call our service? We call ourselves the Deck Suckers.
Call Deck Suckers when your patio's a wreck. We're Deck Suckers. Sit back and let us suck your deck.
So if you want your deck sucked, call the Deck Suckers. Whether you have a little deck or a huge deck, like yours truly, Ed Pinkley, call us and find out why our customers always say, "Man, you guys really suck."
Call Deck Suckers. We'll get the job done quick. We're Deck Suckers. Sit back and let us suck your...
Take it from me, Ed Pinkley. It's Decalicious.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedian Greg Hahn.
I play golf.
Oh, yeah.
I love golf. I play a lot
Good.
of golf. Every hole, like 14,000 strokes. That's a lot of golf. You know what I mean? I look like a propeller out there just swinging away. I love golf. I swing with one hand. I don't even use two hands.
744 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That's Christy Lee. She's got the weather forecast.
Lots of sunshine today. High 84. Sunny tomorrow, 87. Currently 59 degrees.
Thank you very much. Let's safety dance, shall we?
Yeah. Hot dog.
That's picking me up.
Hamburger.
Now, that once again, that's the original version. Now we have the remake by Frog Leap here.
Also good for different reasons.
You like this, Josh?
I do, yeah. Oh, I'd go crazy.
It's too angry.
Now, is Josh doing that dance you like, Tom, where it looks like he's dancing around maniacally with a
no, he
pants full of feces?
No, that's the one where he alternately points to the sky, pumping his arms with his one finger sticking out, the index finger, I should point out. That's very nice, Josh. I'm sorry, enough safety dance. Let's move forward here.
There's never enough safety dance.
We have a lot to get to, so let's get back to the action. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, of course, in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Of course.
The boys are in this room. That would include Josh, Chick, Ace, I'm Tom. Coming up, we're going to talk with Kostaki Economopoulos in Los Angeles, California. Also, Gabriel Iglesias will be our guest later this morning. Hope you can stick around for Gabriel.
Man, he's a good man.
Willie Griswold is through the glass over that way.
Hey.
Pat Godwin's on camera over there with his guitar and his keyboard. Now, Christy has promised we would catch up with...
What?
This odd story about supermarket eggs turning into live ducks.
Yeah, a woman in the UK hatched 3 ducklings from eggs she purchased from a supermarket. Miss Charlie Lello, like Jell-O, decided to incubate the duck eggs that she purchased from the supermarket chain. Is it Waitrose? After watching a Facebook video of someone hatching quail eggs. The 29-year-old said, "Part of me thought it would never work. None of the quail eggs developed, but after 6 days in the incubator, I checked the duck eggs and could see veins and a very tiny wiggly embryo."
Wow.
A chick she named Lello named Beep hatched first, but it took 2 more days for her siblings Beep and Meep to hatch.
Oh, I like those names, Beep and Meep.
Yeah. Charlie intends to keep the ducklings in her home until they're fully feathered and are able to move outside to live with her chickens. She said in a statement to CNN that it was only on rare occasions that an egg sold in its supermarkets would be fertilized. The supermarket chain said that because it was notoriously difficult to identify the sex of egg-laying white feathered ducks, Males were sometimes left with groups of females, and there were also rare instances when a wild duck, a female, encounters a farmed drake, which would be the male.
Mm-hmm. Love the drake.
So,
But without incubation, fertilized eggs, you'd never know the difference, apparently.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the fertilized
when
eggs,
you're eating them.
they smell a little bleachy. I think, don't they?
Oh, yeah, they kind of a bit.
A little bit of bleach, Tom.
That's a load joke.
This headline from the New York Post says, bored woman hatches ducklings from grocery store eggs.
Yep.
And I think...
bored? Why would they...
You can tell why she's bored.
She brought it up because she was quarantined.
I see what you're saying.
She's rough on the eyes, Josh.
She's not getting a lot of gentlemen suitors.
Woo!
She said she was bored due to the quarantine in Britain.
Although she's not unattractive. I will say this, though. That one duck on the right, she has her nose.
Oh, boy.
Welcome to the show.
She's a little Marla Hoochie.
Yes, what a hitter. That's exactly right.
That is just weird.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't think ducks and chickens liked each other. I thought they hated each other.
Make no mistake.
What?
They used to just,
Yeah.
I have a neighbor that
Thought it was
has
sort of
ducks
the-
and chickens together.
I thought it was sort of the Israel-Palestine of the nature world.
Gaza Strip. So down the road 6 months, I'm anticipating breakfast instead of eggs and bacon. It'll be duck a la orange, whatever that was.
Yes.
Do you has
listen
anyone fried up a duck egg? Do you eat those like that?
Yeah, I have duck eggs all the time.
Hey, and Chick's being serious.
They're
He
delicious.
Really?
swears by them.
They're really good.
Do they look the same when you fry them up?
Yeah, only they're
ducks.
30% bigger.
They look
Really?
Yeah.
How do you pay for them at the grocery store?
I steal them.
No. The joke is, go ahead, try. Get
How do you pay for them at the grocery store?
Oh, I don't know, Josh. How do you pay for them?
I put them on my bill.
Thank you, Ace. Neither
I
Chick or
thought you
I.
wanted to do it.
Did you
You
miss
think I
that day
wanted-
of first grade?
I steal them. I thought that was good.
It is fun.
You're anticipating the bill joke, and you get something else.
Listen to this. None of the quail eggs develop, but after 6 days in the incubator, I checked the duck eggs. and
She
could
just
see
said
I
that.
just said that.
And I spent the whole 2 days, and Beep was hatching glued to my incubator, and then Meep came out of the 2
All right,
days.
we get it. You don't like it.
Why don't men call me?
So loud.
She's a
I
lovely
do all
woman.
the stuff.
I do all the stuff.
That's what she says, Tom.
I can take my teeth out and still get something.
Want to pet my duck? A lot of guys on their Tinder profile, like, yeah, I'm looking for a single girl. She should probably have a couple ducks, maybe a quail or two.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm into.
That's right, nature. A
Maybe
girl
a-
who loves nature.
Maybe a cuckoo bird. Okay.
Sad news. Lightning strike killed 9 cows in Ireland.
I saw this. Did you see how they were found?
Oh, God. Did you see this, Tom?
Yes. Keep
Yes.
reading. Keep reading.
Man, so good.
Following weather reports of thunderstorms, a motorist driving along the scenic Dunlicky Road, Cliff Drive,
On that date, I done licky. I done licky for.
reported seeing animals.
I done licky and then done sticky.
Done licky.
I done licky. Now she's all sticky.
And now she's done pregnant.
I didn't have much time. I done quickie.
Ladies and gentlemen, how do you write a poem? You've just witnessed it.
The driver reported seeing animals lying in a field. One local said, quote, just after we passed Dunlicky Castle, we saw the cows in the field. There were a few cars and men in there as well. I think it was 9 milking cows we counted.
Dunlicky Castle.
They were all lying dead in the field with their legs in the air.
You just missed the punchline. They're lying dead in the field with their legs in the air.
The cows are believed to have died from one of the many lightning strikes in the area.
Dunlicky Castle.
Pat's laughing because Tom yelled at me more so than he is.
You just walked all over the punch.
Stepped all over.
Well, no, you guys are going, did you hear how they found him? Did you hear how they found him? Did you hear how they found him? And then she gets to the part where they found him, and you're going on.
We're
and
having
on
a
about-
conversation.
You're giggling.
I think we've already milked all the laughs out of the name Dunlicky.
I don't know.
God, Dunlicky the castle.
Dunlicky yet.
Hey, you lick my castle?
I like your castle.
Nothing there. The castle does not have a double entendre in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it does. That's a good-looking castle. There you go.
It's tall and it's hard.
Sorry.
No, she lived in maybe Twatch Castle or something. Dunlicky Twatch.
Man, oh, man.
My God.
All right, yeah.
That's
Now you got a
funny.
joke.
That's funny.
Now you've got a
stuff.
double entendre. Castle, nothing.
Anyway, how were the cows found?
Lying in the field with their legs straight up in the air.
With any ducks
on their back.
Oh, God.
What is that?
How does that fit in?
How does that fit in?
He just wants a punishment. Remind me of my dead grandparents.
So he can't, so he does this instead.
Yeah. You step on a punchline, I tell you about your dead relatives.
It wasn't a punchline. It was just the interesting fact that these cows are found.
Step on a crack, you break your mother's back.
I mean, first of all, 9 dead cows.
All laying on their backs with their feet in
So
the air.
potentially God can go for the spare on the next round.
Boy, oh boy.
Made up for that 7-10 split the last time this happened in Dunlicky Castle.
Castle.
Oh, I'll tell you what. No one beats Zeus at cow tipping. When it comes
Really?
to, oh, yeah. The lightning from above. Now, Pat, I understand that you have a tribute to...
No, I think we need to hear from Seamus McAnus.
Okay, all right. So he's still fair game. Huh?
Yeah. Seamus
still do
McAnus.
that?
He's the last of the...
He's the last of them?
Yeah,
Seamus hasn't been retired yet.
Willie got not you,
Retired.
Willie.
Right.
The other Willie got retired on Saturday.
I still need to hear about that meeting.
That was a very nice email. All right, Tom, are you ready if you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do I do it at the check marks? Because I don't want to ruin this.
I'll give you the big eyes.
So do I do it at the check marks?
Check marks would be fine, yes.
Hang on a second. I got to
Wait a minute. What are you two talking about?
I guess this is
you're
gonna be
having
fun.
you're having a rehearsal
It's a
on
duet?
the air.
A bit of a duet, yeah.
Are you ready, Chick?
Here's the sound effect. Well, wait a minute. That's the wrong one.
All right,
Don't
what are you
ruin
doing,
it by
Pink
doing
Floyd's
this.
Money?
Okay.
No, do the sound effect first. That way we'll laugh more.
I think I got it. I think I'm ready.
All right, are you ready?
Now, do I do it at the check? All the checks?
At
or
the
just
check
one?
marks.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Never heard this thing before.
I swear I wasn't drinking, Maggie. I know I've come home late. I've been rounding up the cattle, fixing the broken gate. I just made a mistake.
You better
Let's start from
You
the
better
beginning.
start over. We've lost.
Start over.
We've lost all the momentum.
Is this who's on first?
Start over.
I swear I wasn't drinking, Maggie. I know I've come home late. I've been rounding up the cattle, fixing the broken gate. If I'm lying, darling, may lightning strike me now. And then a thunder crack came out of the sky. He jumped.
It's kind of a
long one, huh?
9, 10 cows.
It's more of a rolling thunder.
You'll get it better the next time.
Perfect.
Than just like a crack from the sky. I'm ready. I'm ready for the next one.
9 dead cows, and you're calling me a sinner. Look at the upside, Maggie. It's well done steaks for dinner. I swear it's just a coincidence. May lightning do me harm if I am a lion. Another 9 dead in the barn. 18 dead cows. 18 dead cows. I swear I didn't cheat on you. 27 dead cows.
Oh, wow, this guy's got to stop.
All right. We gave it a
That was a
shot.
good one. That last one was-
He's really killing all the cows with his lies.
So this is a joyful, happy song about a guy cheating on his wife, lying, and now all the cows are dead.
That's where I went with that. Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
You guys are telling me you didn't rehearse that at all? You're joking.
Was I supposed to hit it? What he says? If I'm lying, right there.
Yeah, the chorus. If I'm lying, darling, may lightning strike me now. And then a thunder. No. Then a thunder crack came out of the sky.
Boom.
Right. Yeah.
Perfect.
9 dead cows.
Yeah, they're really a little too lengthy, aren't they?
Well, he can sing over them. Yeah.
Sound effect fine. Try singing stanza 4.
Stanza 4, but
Hey, we're not at the shack, dude.
I swear it's just a coincidence. May lightning do me harm if I am a lion. Oh no.
too early.
The check mark's right after lying, as you can clearly
after
see.
lying. You did it on lying. I swear it's just a coincidence. May lightning do me harm if I am a lion. Another 9 dead in the barn.
Kind of takes away from the rhythm of the whole thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We need like one of those giant ones, like when you're in Florida.
Oh, they wake you up?
Oh yeah, those ones that are straight down.
Shake the bed.
And they go. Bzzzt.
We like when
Try
they
it one
shake
more
the
time.
Yeah, of course.
Try it one more time.
Yeah.
All right, at the end there.
The whole
18 dead cows. Oh, 18 dead cows. I swear I didn't cheat on you. 27 dead cows.
Sorry.
He can't leave it alone. He can't. He can't do what he's told. He's
Sorry. Coming up, comedian Kostaki Economopoulos and an update on Elon Musk's kitty.
Kid. Not Kitty.
And what's there was
Grimes, his baby mama.
I refuse to call her that. That's not a real name. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't forget tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. That's a 3-hour time difference. It's a big country we live in. Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. It's Bob and Tom Tonight. 20 minutes of the best of today's show. Video highlights tonight. Just search Bob and Tom's YouTube or go to bobandtom.com. It's Bob and Tom Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Subscribe today. It's free. You were listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Chinese authorities have locked down a third neighborhood in Beijing as they rush to prevent the spread of a new coronavirus outbreak that infected more than 100 people in a country that appeared to have largely contained the virus. The resurgence in China highlights expert calls for vigilance as many nations move forward with easing virus restrictions to revive their economies. Many of the recent cases in Beijing have been linked to a wholesale food market that had been closed. President Donald Trump says he's accepting what he calls a, quote, very powerful decision by the Supreme Court backing workplace rights for gay, lesbian, and transgender people. The court ruled 6-3 that a key provision of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 that bars job discrimination because of sex, among other reasons, encompasses biases against LGBT workers. It's a resounding victory for LGBT rights from a conservative court. And usually people are excited to get something from eBay, but 6 former workers for the online auction and retail site are accused of sending items meant to scare, not thrill. The ex-employees are charged with trying to intimidate the editor and publisher of an online newsletter by sending the married couple live spiders and cockroaches, along with a funeral wreath and a bloody pig face Halloween mask. The workers also sent porn with the husband's name on it to its neighbor's home. A federal prosecutor says the effort began after the couple's newsletter ran an article about a lawsuit involving eBay. The site investigated after authorities say security team members engaged in suspicious activities. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
That's why today only on your show, I want to offer to your listeners the chance to have their whip trained by me, Donnie Baker. That's right. The low introductory price is $69.99. I'll come stay at your house, train your whip, or for $50, I'll send you a copy of my tapes because I've been taping what I've done.
$69.99 to train a wolf seems a little low.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I don't want to make no money on this, Tom. I just love to train with.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
A happy song. It's a world of buns. It's a world of boobs. It's a world of firm, perfect babes and dudes. It's for you. It's for me. It's on cable TV. It's a porn world after all. They show breasts now in almost all the flicks, but the women are mad because they don't show men. From the day you are born, you're bombarded with porn. It's a porn world after all. Everybody, it's a porn world after lot of strange ways to make a buck. But those porno stars, they get paid too much. They would sit on the face of the whole human race. It's a porn world.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
With us in the studio, comedian Chad Daniels. Your wife is a college professor.
Yes.
Are you a college man?
No.
Ah.
That makes for
interesting contrast.
And her friend.
Yeah, 8:02 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Who's this? Who is that?
I'm excited.
Are you?
I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Where was I?
CarX.
How about ya?
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by my friends at CarX. Sunshine 84, clear tonight down to 60, sunny and 87 tomorrow. We have 61 degrees now, warming up.
All right. It's so gorgeous outside. Just beautiful.
Can we have the show outside in the parking lot?
Sure. You can.
ahead.
Why don't you go in your
I'm going to
car?
sit on my deck naked today, I think.
Oh, boy.
You're going to sit on what?
Jessica Alsman will love that.
Because if you can
Alert
do
the neighbors.
if you can do what I thought you said, I'd like to actually see that. I'm skeptical. You know who that is? That's Josh. I'm Tom. We're here to talk about our buddies at Window Nation because they've got the best thing going right now with this up and down weather. If you've cracked open your windows and they're falling apart and the rubber gaskets are all gone, you need some great windows. Right now, at Window Nation, you go and you get a free online virtual quote valid for 6 months, deferred payments for 2 years. Plus, for every 2 windows you buy, you get 2 more.
Yes.
So, Josh, you've got 16 windows. They're doing your house, and so you have to buy how many?
8.
That's correct. You buy 8, you get 16. No limit. 0 down payment, 0 interest for 2 years. Josh, tell them what I just said.
That's exactly right. Deferred payments for 2 years. That free online virtual quote valid for 6 months. 2 free windows with every 2 you buy, no limit, and 0 down payment, 0 interest for 2 years. Not only that, they'll give you $250 if they're not the best value you found.
WindowNation.com. Take a breath. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're training Josh in the world of broadcasting here on the Bob and Tom
Did
program.
a fine job. Josh is looking around going,
Josh was great. When Josh reads stuff, he stops breathing. And he gets to the point, it's like he's doing the disclaimer.
Because he's run out of air.
Out of air.
Yeah.
In that case, I did.
You did a nice
did
job.
a nice
there,
job.
Josh.
I say it's charming. What do you think of that?
It's real.
Yeah.
Is that going to be your
That's
excuse
right.
now for everything?
Sincere.
It's real. Yeah, failure is real. Okay? Let's grab that and put it on a T-shirt.
You
Okay?
are vicious today.
I'm in a good mood. The weather's great. Check local listings.
The weather's here. Wish you were beautiful.
Thank you very much. Coming up, Gabriel Iglesias will be our guest. Kostaki Economopoulos in about 10 minutes with our Los Angeles report. We'll find out what's going on with Kostaki. He's always tackling an interesting subject. Chick McGee's across the way at the crazycockwine.com sports desk. Feeling better after a little heart procedure?
How about ya?
I know they put one in. You feeling pretty good today?
Yeah, feeling good.
Getting plenty of sleep?
Feeling good. Yeah, actually, I am.
Good. Have you examined that bruise?
Yeah.
How is it?
Very, very purple.
Could we get a picture of it? Would you mind?
No, I would mind. Yes.
Does it hurt?
If they took a picture of it, I mean, you could like put a
Towel
over the junk, if you will.
Away.
Well, you don't have to. Throw that up on Instagram. That's 2,000 likes minimum.
Get some.
Do they allow naked
2,000? I don't think so.
Give people what they want.
Willie picks a number.
I do have pictures of my
wiener
of the stents.
You have
Do you
your
see
balls in
that? Do you see
Yeah, that
that's
looks
the
like an
blockage?
X-ray.
See that? Yeah.
It's just an X-ray.
See, this is what I come up with. You go, hey, kid, what about it? What about it? I go, yeah, what about this? Boring next. You invited me into this conversation.
We could do a
Don't
contest. What does chick's bruise look like? Once again, they had to enter
Right
your
now,
body down by your groin.
It looks a little bit like
Okay, so sort of a Rorschach thing?
Yeah.
the map of Italy.
Is it Rorschach
Really?
or Rorschach?
Rorschach.
Yeah, I think
Rorschach's the guy from that TV show.
That's Horseshack.
Oh. Did you ever see when Horseshack fought?
Oh, boy.
Who was it?
Wait a minute, what did he do?
Danny Bonaducci.
Wait a minute, what? Tom, what did he do?
Horseshack put on some boxing gloves.
Yeah?
In that celebrity boxing.
Oh, he fought.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he took on Danny Bonaducci. It was a hate crime.
You
Did
go
see
back
that
and
thing?
listen to that when we play commercials.
Okay. Let's see. Where was I? And I got in trouble here.
What'd you do now?
Yesterday, Pat
Oh, boy.
mentioned that he'd gone on this date.
Oh, boy.
And
here we go.
And then he goes on and on about how this woman was talking a lot and blah, blah. And he said it right in the radio, and it just... So that's over.
Yeah.
One date.
Done.
And I said, well, Pat, you brought it up.
I did.
Well, it turns out you didn't.
Oh.
We have apparently... I've just been handed this audio. I don't know if this is me speaking. Okay, here we go. This is recorded.
Of course it's you.
Recorded from yesterday. Here we go. Now, Pat, I didn't mean to be overly cruel to you. Are you...
That's fine.
No, it's my understanding.
Can you imagine if he tried?
It's my understanding that you actually had a date. Is that correct?
I told you that in confidence, but yeah.
That's
sorry.
right.
Sorry, Pat. My fault.
Okay, but Pat brought up
I brought up the talking part.
Yeah.
And she has since contacted you and says she's not interested in a relationship.
Yeah, there was a follow-up text yesterday at about 10:15.
And you said you went to a Mexican restaurant, which I think is that a bad choice for a first date, Christy?
Maybe.
No, not really. That particular one. Oh, did you get the soup?
Always.
Oh.
The chicken soup, yeah.
That particular, it's functional.
Yeah.
It's a nice industrial restaurant. If you want to eat and good Mexican food, go there. It's not very romantic.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
but they have a porch, so you're whatever.
So I think you're talking about the bean issue, probably.
Yeah, if you want big portions and a lot of farting, go there.
Well, I mean, okay.
You don't really want that on a...
Did you go Dutch or did you pay?
I paid, actually, yeah.
Okay.
No, he meant
borrow
the
money
oven
from
in the
you,
bed
but I
after
paid.
you,
Had the Mexican food.
I'd like to see some.
Now, how did
documentation
you leave it with her? Was there like a goodbye kiss or?
No, because these are COVID times. You have to be safe, so.
So just a quick squeeze of the
So
jugs.
I just grabbed her
on your way.
boobs, licked her neck, and sent her on her way.
Sayonara.
Slapped her ass. Come on.
Yeah, you're right, Pat. Her talking was the issue.
Thank you very much. That's astute analysis. Thank you, Willie. Now, we have Christy Lee, as I mentioned earlier, at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. What have we missed?
TMZ is in the news. They are the news. Obtained a copy of Elon Musk and Grimes' baby birth certificate, and the early reports are true. The baby's name is, in fact, XAEA-XII Musk. The first name is just X, with AEA-XII being the middle name.
Child abuse.
Pronunciation, Josh, is X-A12. X stands for an unknown variable. AE is like artificial intelligence.
Oh, boy, do we have to go kidnap this kid?
AXII, the name of a 1960s United States Air Force spy plane.
Really?
Yes. I thought we talked about that before.
I think we're doing this child a disservice by not going and kidnapping him.
You'll recall the A12 is what they really wanted to do, but they had to do the Roman numerals because California doesn't allow
idiocy
numbers or special signs.
And they couldn't use that thing where they got the A
and the E
melded
together.
into the A.
Right,
the ash.
They can't use that either. But they're going to pronounce it Ash.
Yeah.
So they're going to call the kid Ash.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, just let the beatings begin at the playground.
XAsh-A12 Musk. That's his name.
He's going to have his own hole.
Got to go buy him his high-powered rifle right now.
Wow.
I don't mind the name Ash because I'm such an Evil Dead fan, but other than that, you don't name a kid this.
Evil Dead.
That's right. I mean, the great Bruce Campbell.
This is about them, not about the kid.
Exactly. Of course.
Well, sure.
Right. It's awful.
The kid
But it's not.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Well,
the kid is the one who has to
The
face.
kid's an innocent bystander.
What I'm saying, they're naming him to shine the light on themselves.
And it's her fault.
And Grimes.
Why
isn't
is it
even
her fault?
Because she's an idiot. Have you looked at this woman?
Oh my gosh.
Just look at Google images. You just want to go, geez, make up your mind with the hair, babe.
Tom,
You think David
said,
Bowie?
What did you say? Anybody who has that many colors in her hair?
Anybody who changes their hair that much has got real problems. This is not someone who's got a grip on life.
All right. Welcome to Profile here with Tom Griswold.
I'm an artist. Fraud.
Yeah. She makes Fiona Apple look like somebody you want to talk to.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Now, Pat, you have a tribute to the name, what is it, AX-1217 hike?
XAsh-A-12.
Yeah. Okay.
How about that?
Hey, Willie, you may not know, but hello, I'm Patty Cash.
Get it?
Hey, now.
No, yeah, I got it.
Like
Johnny
Petty-
Cash.
Petty
No, I
Cash.
got it. I got it.
Like Petty Cash.
Petty Cash.
Patty
Yep,
Cash.
no rehearsal necessary. I'm getting it.
Well, my daddy left for Mars when I was 3. He didn't leave SpaceX to mon me. Just these Tesla keys up on the shelf. I heard he ran off to do a movie with Tom Cruise. I'd have preferred if he crawled into a bottle of booze. That would explain why he named me X-Ash A-12. It's the year 2525. Thanks to science, I'm still alive. Found a note in that old Tesla addressed to me. It said, Dear X-Ash A-12, this is your dad Elon. I'd like to delve into why we called you that ridiculous name. You see how I'm an eccentric billionaire and your mom was a singer, sort of like Cher. She wore crazy outfits, did art, and called herself C. We smoked a lot of pot and I forget, but I think she just picked from the alphabet. So don't blame all this naming nonsense entirely on me. Well, Dad, looking back, I think it's sort of mean, but being a Musk is kind of keen, and hell, I changed my name years ago to Sue. I changed a few other things, too. I am your daughter. How do you do?
All right.
A little tribute to Johnny Cash. Thank you very much, Pat. That was great.
Yes, it was.
So the kid is AE. What is it again?
X-Ash
Sorry.
A-12.
Good luck. Good luck.
Sometimes why?
Yeah. Now, on a much different note.
Yeah.
Yes?
If you're dealing with something called ED, not ET.
No.
Actually, it's ED. And you don't have to phone home. You can actually go online at your home and check out a solution to that problem. Our friends at Roman have spent years building a digital platform that can connect you with the doctor, licensed in your state, all from the comfort of your home. You can do it on your phone right now. You go to GetRoman.com/wood. It's very convenient to get treatment for ED. Once again, you grab your phone or your computer and complete the free online visit. You will hear back from a U.S. licensed physician within 24 hours. At GetRoman.com/wood. By the way, if that doctor decides the treatment is right for you, your medication be shipped, and that shipping is how much, Josh?
It's free.
It's free. GetRoman.com/wood. If you're struggling with ED, stay home. Go to GetRoman.com/wood for the free online visit, free 2-day shipping. Once again, it's GetRoman.com/wood. Get part of your life back. A free online visit and free 2-day shipping from our friends at Roman. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Kostaki Economopoulos and comedian Gabriel Iglesias. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Joining us in the studio this morning, comedian Paul Gilmartin from Los Angeles, California. How are things in L.A.?
Good. Not to get graphic or anything, but I've been having a problem with being bound up.
Oh, really?
Lately, so I had to go see the doctor for that, and that they had to get a the sigmoidoscopy.
Sigmoidoscope.
The old sigmoidoscope.
Where they put the little camera.
Little.
And I think I've been in L.A. too long because I want to direct it myself. We just don't really have the same vision for my colon. And I did smoke pot with my parents, actually. It was a few years back, but my parents had been nagging me for a long time. Get some pot and we'll smoke pot with you. Get some pot, we'll smoke pot with you. So finally, my dad comes up to me and says, Paul, your mother and I had a little meeting. We decided we're going to try marijuana. Perhaps you could rustle some up for us. Okay, Puff Daddy. So I had a friend of mine bring a joint over, but I didn't tell him my parents were going to smoke. I thought I'd surprise my friend.
Good idea. Nice guy.
Can you do it? If you get
Sure,
there?
I guess.
So I had him come over, and real kiss ass too. He's talking to my mom. That's a lovely house coat, Mrs. Gilmartin. I'm standing right behind him. Hey, Greg, you got that joint? See the look on his face, just looking at me like, "What the hell are you doing, man? Come on, you said you had some good weed on the phone. Fire up a fatty." Oh, your son, Paul, he's such a kidder. What is this, some kind of FBI trap? What the hell are you doing? It was fun for about 2 minutes until I realized that I'm high, and now I'm stuck with my parents for the next 4 hours. Getting high doesn't make your parents any different. They're the same people they were before.
Right.
My mom's still talking 100 miles an hour. I'm dry. Why is my mouth so dry? My hair feels fruity. Get me some juice. Dad's all just furrowed brow, sitting on the couch thinking about his checkbook. Oh my God, we've lost everything. Dad, carry the one. Carry the one. Oh, we're doing all right. Where can I get more of this marijuana? We're making money. Watching my friend hand the joint to my mom was priceless. It was like watching like handing a nun a dildo. Are you sure?
Okay.
All right.
There's the switch, sister.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Okay, he's here. Okay, good.
Hey, what's going on, Chris? What's up, Ben?
Dog's here, guys. Okay, this is Mr. Mad Dog Sings the Blues.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, Dog, how are you? Listen,
I'm good. Sorry,
Steve's
I'm
got
late.
the band rehearsed. We're all set. I see you've got some new lyrics here. I didn't think anything rhymed with speculum.
Did some research. Hello, ladies. How are you? Looking good.
Hi, Mad Dog.
Hello.
Listen, Dog, Ricky and I kind of rearranged this. We moved some stuff around here, but it's okay. Steve's got the band working.
Rearranged it? What change? I don't have the changes.
Steve, could you count it off?
Where's the
Sing
changes?
the blues,
I don't have-
baby.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mr. Mad Dog, he can sing, and this cat can really swing. Mr. Mad Dog likes my views every time he sings the blues. Listen to the music play. Come on, Mad Dog, take it away.
My baby.
No, Dog, guitar solo. You lay back here. No, the sax. Lay back here.
Listen to the music play. Come on, Mad Dog, take it away.
My baby went to.
The girls sing here.
I don't have to change. Not my fault. All right, here. My baby. Is it? Where's?
He's in the bathroom, dog.
Thompson's bathroom. Okay. All right.
Dog, I'm sorry. My teeth are floating. This is a little horn thing here. Just lay back for a second.
Listen to the music play. Come on, Mad Dog, take it away.
My baby went to the.
Oboe solo here. Lay back here.
My baby went to.
Little tuba thing.
My baby.
No, this is the bagpipe solo here.
My baby went to the.
Accordion solo.
Accordion. My baby went to the.
Sitar solo.
My baby.
Vienna Boys Choir.
Mr. Mad Dog, he can sing in the groove like B.B. King.
Circus Chips. I'll solo right here.
Listen to the music play. Come on, Mad Dog, take it away.
Baby went to the guy. No.
8:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Sunshine today, high 84. Clear tonight, down to 60. Sunshine and 87 on Wednesday. Currently sunny and 63.
It's gorgeous outside.
Yep.
And we're going to talk with a gorgeous man coming up, right, Christy?
Yeah, Kostaki.
Kostaki Economopoulos
Sure.
will be our guest in a matter of moment. Oh, can you hear me right now?
Yeah, he can hear you. He's
loving
blushing.
He's loving
It's
this.
gorgeous out. I think I'll leave it out.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. Let's go around the room. I'll start on my left. This is Tom speaking. That's Pat Godwin around the corner in the other building. We got him on camera. Then we go to Los Angeles, California. It's Kostaki Economopoulos, comedian.
He looks like he's working at a timeshare, doesn't he?
Yes.
What?
Hi, welcome.
Oh, you mean the headphones? Yeah, it's a little like trash talking a kid in Aurora playing video games.
Yes, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Ace Cosby is our engineer, the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com, who remind you, if you don't get your dad Omaha Steaks
You're a bad kid.
for Father's Day, really? What are you going to get him? A tie? Again, he'll never wear it. So there's Chick McGee across the way at the CrazyCockWine.com sports desk. Josh Arnold is over there.
Hello.
Good to see you again, Josh. I think Christy's in the other room, as you can see.
Hi.
Can you see her, Kostaki?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, lady.
Hey, how are you?
And then Kostaki, you know my son Willie. Willie's been sitting in helping us out for the last few days.
Hey,
I know Willie. I've seen Willie over many, many years. I think of him as a kid. I remember meeting him as a kid.
Yeah, Kostaki made me lie to you about riding a bike in New York City.
That sounds exactly like a lie that should have been told, actually. Hey, don't tell your dad I'll let you ride a bike here in New York City.
Don't tell him.
It was through 2 blocks to go to a trail. It was fine. I was just trying to be funny, and now I feel like a dick. So here we are.
Okay, good. Let's see now. Where were we? Kostaki.
That's New York's best kept secret, by the way. The bike paths are awesome in New York City.
Oh, cool.
No one thinks that. Yeah, there's a perimeter that goes almost all the way around the edge of the island. No cars, gorgeous. Every few hundred yards is a whole other thing. And Willie and I went for a ride one time. It was great.
That's awesome.
Very, very good. Now you're in Los Angeles now.
Yeah.
And the semi-quarantine continues. How loose have you gotten?
I go for a bike ride once in a while here. It's nice. In fact, the other day I saw a girl on roller skates, big smile, like maybe 14 years old, and she was wearing a shirt that said "I Heart Nerds." And all I could think is, where the hell were you in 1985?
I'm glad the story went that way.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I wanted to take a picture so badly.
She's
but
in my
there's no
basement
way.
right now. No.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you can't
There's
take a
no
picture.
way.
Of that.
No.
I can't.
Yeah.
I literally practiced it in my head. I was like, I'm just gonna explain to her that I like her shirt. I'm like, nah, I can't even.
And I wondered where you were when I was 14. No, I
Let me do that over.
Yeah, I did not. That's
All right, let me
not
just
good.
take a picture. Just take your shirt off and let me. No.
I just want to take a picture of the shirt.
Yeah. Just take the.
I do. It's funny because I do take pictures of people's T-shirts once in a while and post them on Instagram or whatever.
What a weirdo.
Without their faces?
Generally with the face, and I ask.
Oh,
and
okay, gotcha.
I've done it with a couple of adult women, which is fine. But one time she was maybe like 20, and it just was so creepy feeling. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Now, if you saw a guy in a grocery store, not during COVID, but during real time,
yeah,
and had, say, a really nice jacket on, then you're thinking, wow, that's really cool. Would you go up to him and say, hey, can I ask where you got that?
I do that, and yes, absolutely, yes.
Tom does that. Tom does that all the time.
Occasion.
Not a
you get
nice jacket, because I don't wear a nice jacket.
Where'd you get that?
I got you. You will. Okay.
It can be awkward.
That's an
I
incredible.
feel like that's one of the bonuses of becoming a full-time comic. You never have to wear a jacket. I feel like
That's true.
Now,
Yeah.
Christy, is there a rule in your head for that for ladies? If someone's wearing a jewelry or glasses or whatever, would you walk up and go, God, I really like your glasses. Where'd you get those?
I would compliment or say, yeah.
That's much more common in the
Yes.
feminine world.
I'm just asking.
I think women don't have any problem doing that.
Do women like to brag about the bargains they got, or do they lie?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, if your shirt was an $18 blouse,
They love it. $18 Target. They'll
Okay.
tell you. I
so
mean,
you wouldn't
it'd
go,
be like,
$75 from Nordstrom
no.
Rack.
You don't go the other way.
Yeah.
No. I think no, it's the bargain is the best.
Okay, cool.
You're not my dad. Oh, this jacket is very expensive. You couldn't.
No.
He has told me that before. This jacket, you couldn't afford it.
This is made of imported llamas, actually.
It does
Are
the
you
walk
serious?
away. Yeah.
Oh, you got to do the walk away after that. That's brilliant.
Oh God.
That
And
happened.
every now and then he'll add the excuse me. You couldn't afford it. Excuse me.
No, I know exactly what you're referring to. That it's a ski jacket.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's a vintage ski jacket.
I'd
that
like
I've
two of those jackets.
that
One
I've
to
had-
crap
I've had
in and
for
one to cover it
30
up with.
years. And you're going, that's a stupid looking jacket. Well, it happens to be a Wagner, and it's a collector's item. And obviously, you're so inferior, you don't know.
Jeez, it's worse than I thought.
I feel like you're about to say ignoramus.
Ooh, yeah, he's called me about every name in the book over the years.
Yeah, but guys don't do the bargain thing, though.
They don't.
I don't think.
They
do
don't.
you?
I don't.
If some guy came up to you, because you have 200 pairs of athletic shoes, if someone said, hey, those are really cool, you wouldn't say, oh, these cost $400, but you wouldn't say, oh, these are $6 at Target, would you?
I don't think I would. No.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
really a phenomenon that women, if you compliment them on anything, they'll go, this is where I got it. No matter, I don't care what.
Is that what's going on in the pisser? You guys are talking about
probably
bargains
sure.
and
Yeah,
stuff?
absolutely.
I have a guy friend that does it with beer.
Really?
He'll go, yep, Miller High Life, the Jewel Osco on Lincoln, $2.50 for he knows all of them.
Sounds like Ace. Ace knows the Ace is the coupon king.
Yeah.
You know the price of everything.
I want to help you find bargains.
Haven't you gone to a grocery store and then pay you money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I've always seen that on TV shows, and I never thought it really existed. But
years ago, but because they kept changing the rules to.
See, they were losing money, Tom.
Okay. Now, do you guys do it with cars?
I think so, or any kind of like service. Like, yeah, man, how much did it cost to get your roof done?
Yeah.
Oh, it only cost me $12,000. You paid $15,000. Oh man, should have gone with my guy. I think that's a thing.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Nobody likes those guys, but you.
Now, does that sound like something Tom would say? Why'd you pay that much for it? Boy, that's stupid.
No.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
He did that to you a couple weeks ago.
Yes, he did. He sure did.
You go, yeah, I had some junk removed from my house. And he goes, how much? And you told him, and he goes, you paid that.
I paid what they asked. My junk's gone, though.
Yeah, but it cost you $1,000.
Well, is the junk gone?
$1,000?
Well,
I got a guy for that. He would have done
There's a lot of stuff. I don't want to know anybody you know. The junk's gone.
Yeah, well, you told me it cost $1,000 to haul the junk
it's
away.
What they charge.
You could have paid Willie $200, and you could have borrowed the Suburban.
Yeah, but I had to talk to him and stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
Christy knows some bass players. They carry junk.
Yeah, they're all looking for work right now.
I'm sorry. Now, Kostaki, have you done any homework today?
I did some homework. Today, sports are just beginning to eke back into our lives, and so today's subject is crazy sports traditions.
All right.
For instance, the Tour de France tradition of having the winner of the day's prior race wear the tight, bright yellow shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that sound like something you would make the loser wear? You came in last, pencil legs. Wear the yellow shirt. It's the closest thing they can do to actually peeing on you, and you're the winner. If you win the Masters, they give you a green jacket. Where do you wear that? What are you, a valet? Is it St. Patrick's Day? What exactly?
You don't get to keep it either.
No.
Is that right?
They have to leave it there.
At the clubhouse, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, they leave it at the club.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I guess Augusta National is hoping he wears the green jacket and plays the flute to drive the snakes out. And by snakes, they mean women.
Yeah, not the most progressive of clubs.
When you win the Indy 500, of course, you drink milk.
Sure.
And again, doesn't this sound like the punishment of some kind? Like, it sounds to me like the guy who caused the 8-car pileup should have to drink the milk. Like, that'll give him strong teeth and bones for the ass kicking he's about to receive.
Especially the buttermilk, man.
Yeah, buttermilk.
Hey, you just won. Here's a warm glass of buttermilk.
Like you say,
Buttermilk?
it's all about tradition.
Yeah.
Oh, it's buttermilk.
Well, not always. They can pick.
No, you get to
You
pick.
get to pick.
You can choose almond if you want.
That's so
no.
much weirder.
Unless the dairy is.
I think your options. I think your options are skim, regular, and 2%. Or no, but can you? Yeah,
I think you might be able to get chocolate.
I think you can get
chocolate.
I
Get
think.
chocolate, yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate. You order it ahead of time?
Yes.
Or they have it
Yes,
Absolutely.
All the drivers pick which kind of milk they want.
Can you get breast?
I'll have something
I
your
just
drivers
wish they
can.
had race in the world.
As a general rule, those guys have already had so much of that. They don't need any more.
They're doing all right.
They have to get a Silkwood shower to get the smell of the women off them.
Maybe the strangest of all traditions, Detroit, the Red Wings, they throw an octopus on the ice after a big win. Where do you even buy an octopus, and how do you get it into the arena? Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me 8 times?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
How do you explain to your Greek father that you've wasted an entire meal?
And they've started doing that in Nashville. They throw catfish on the ice. Yeah. But for the
Again,
Predator
how do you get it in there? Do they allow?
Yeah, it's
Smuggle it somehow.
Yep.
also
I'll have a Dolores smuggle it, and it's not like it's going to change the odor.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Gosh.
Wow.
You are on fire.
You know, I don't know
loud.
if you're insane or a genius. I'm not sure.
There's a fine line.
Yeah.
Dolores. That's a very throwback name, too.
Hence
Dolores.
lack of hygiene.
Filthy woman.
No, yeah.
Also in hockey, if a player from your team scores 3 goals in one game, that's a hat trick. You got to throw your hat out there. Do you know how hard it is to break in a good hat? I'm not
Yes.
throwing my hat.
I've never thrown a hat, and I never will.
I've got hat head. We got to turn it into a bra trick. That would be way more fun for hockey games.
Why isn't there a bra trick?
A bra trick. That's way more fun.
I think there is in skiing.
A bra
trick? How do you do it with all that ski gear on?
There's certain ski lifts where you're supposed to heave your brassiere onto this tree as you go by. You know what I'm talking about.
I think that's just something that you do on Mardi Gras. I think that's what that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a tree you go by, and there are always his brassieres hanging.
Yeah, there's bras and there's beads on it. Again, on Mardi Gras.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What a privileged existence you lead. Bras and trees. God.
Well, you know, that's what you do.
Somehow, hardcore Redskins fans started wearing dresses and hog noses to games.
That's right.
Fat guys in drag. Isn't the performance on the field embarrassing enough?
That's a dig at your team, chick.
Yeah, I believe 3-0 as far as Super Bowl championships go.
Oh, is that right?
Redskins Falcons, I think.
Redskins Falcons, is that right? 3-0.
I think so. Yeah, 3-0.
We don't get partial credit.
No. Go ahead. No, yeah, for 28-3.
Texas A&M, they have a tradition of kissing in the stands after touchdowns. That one's not too bad, especially if they score while your date's bending over to get something out of her purse.
What if it's your sister?
In the original Olympics.
No tongue, Dolores.
Dolores.
Dolores makes a comeback.
Around. Dolores is back.
She goes to all the games.
In the original Olympics, athletes would compete in the nude. So thank goodness that tradition didn't continue, right? Yeah. At least we dodged that one. Now we have Lycra, which is similar to nudity, but without the messy sunburns and baton passing confusion.
No, not that. Not that. Grab the baton.
So come on over for the big game, boys. I'm wearing my yellow shirt and my green jacket over my dress. The milk's on me, and if A&M scores, I'll show you where you can kiss me. And no, that's not an octupus in my pants. Good night, everybody.
The closer, ladies and gentlemen.
Closer.
I love those closers that wrap everything up. I do.
It's a button.
Yeah, there are a lot of those great traditions out there.
Yeah.
And, I think those are super cool. I love the cups, the so-and-so cup.
Oh, sure, yeah.
By the way, Kostaki, I don't, as a general rule, approve of the plates.
The plates as an award, I agree.
Yeah.
Like a Wimbledon?
Or as an art form.
I think Wimbledon's the only one that has a plate.
You like the cup better, like America's cup. You can drink
I saw one that I had never heard of. This the Silent Night tradition, the little basketball team. Do you guys know this one?
No. That team's around here.
What do they do?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes. I can't remember
they
what
do a game where they don't do anything until they score.
Yeah. No sound.
Yeah,
they don't make a peep. You can hear all the squeaks on the court, and then when the 10th point scores, then they go bananas and rush the court. It's actually really interesting.
Oh, that is cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, they hired Pat's most recent date to go out there. As soon as they scored, she's loud and stuck. Chatty.
They hired my most recent audience to be in the first part of the game. Make no noise.
Okay.
Did you do a show recently?
It was right before the quarantine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They do.
I can see you haven't had a haircut since then.
No kidding. What should I do? Because is it time? It's time, right?
No, it's not time at all.
Good.
We love it.
I have clippers that I've never owned, and any day now it's just all going to happen.
Yeah.
This is
I'm thinking about doing a week of hairstyle requests. Where I'll do whatever people tell me to with my hair, and then
show them your Larry Fine. Take off your headphones. Now watch this, Kostaki. He can do a pretty good Larry Fine.
Just really.
I think we could get some hairspray and really bozo that out. Now wait a second. Now show Kostaki what it's like when you come up from the basement.
I've been working on my time machine all night. It's nearly done.
All right.
I enjoy that.
I do too. Kostaki, now you've got a couple things going on in the world of the internet. Do you want to explain?
Yeah, Wednesday nights on Facebook Live on my fan page, we're doing a thing called Fantasy Throwback. It's a fantasy football game show. It's the only game show where you ask people to predict a thing that's already happened. We tell them what the game is. The game it's from the past, a classic NFL game, and then they do a little mini fantasy draft. It's great fun. And then Thursdays, we're doing same time, 9 p.m. on Facebook Live Eastern. We're doing a thing called 50 Toasts. It's my effort to talk to 50 friends during the course of a year. Last week was Al Jackson. This week, Thursday night, Todd McComas.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Well, great. And how do they find you, Kostaki?
Go to Facebook and type in Kostaki Economopoulos and get close.
Well, since no one's going to get that, Kostaki is Costaki.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Okay,
You'll
thanks,
find me.
Kostaki.
Good stuff.
Thanks, guys.
Very funny.
Bye.
Very good, Kostaki.
We love it.
Thank
See
you
you,
so
man.
much. Coming up, we have tremendously bad timing in the news.
Uh-oh.
In a vehicular way.
Oh, boy.
We'll get to that coming up.
Yeah, we need
Oh, yes. But right now.
CrazyCockWine.com, baby. You know, wouldn't it be nice if we were out there on a sunny beach kayaking or on a lake, hiking a trail?
Oh, boy.
With some Crazy Cock wine in your backpack. Our favorite premium wine is Crazy Cock canned wine.
Double C.
Oh, double C. A dry rosé, a dry white, dry red blend.
Which one do you have there, Josh?
I've got the red.
The red?
Yeah, the dry.
Yum.
No, that's a lie. I've got the dry white wine.
If you like the bubbles.
The only word you had to get right in the can, you got it wrong.
Crazy Cock makes the sparkling
unbelievable,
white,
isn't it?
the sparkling rosé for those warm summer days. Had me a blast with Crazy Cock wine. It's made by the Gibson Wine Company. Quality wine in their California vineyards for 80 years.
Check it out what it says on the bottom of each can. Get your crazy on.
Get your crazy on.
The dry red's right there behind me.
Crazy Cock wines, great wines to be enjoyed anywhere.
Hence the red label.
Yeah.
Convenient and recyclable, fit in any cooler or backpack, and you can take it to the park or the beach. It's in a can. Look for Crazy Cock cans at a market near you, and if you can't find it in the store, go online, crazycockwine.com, and make an order. Then tell your local retailer, the Bob and Tom Show, say, put Crazy Cock wine in stock.
Y'all got that Crazy Cock?
You got that Crazy Cock. How about that Crazy Cock?
Oh.
Leave your glass and wine opener at home and get some Crazy Cock wine. That's crazycockwine.com.
How would Humphrey Bogart sound asking for Crazy Cock?
I'd like some Crazy Cock. Some Crazy Cock wine.
That's Jimmy Stewart.
You're drinking
That's
for her.
Jimmy
you're
Stewart
drinking for
doing
me.
Humphrey Bogart.
Crazy Cock wine.
It's not getting better.
Well, thank goodness Ed Sullivan's here.
Mr. Potter.
A band called the Beatles. I love them.
Beatles.
Never seen this theater, so crazy. By the way, if you're trying to get an octopus,
Nope.
if you want to go to a Red Wings game,
Yes.
Ace has a coupon.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
He'll tell you where to get it when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the
Hey,
night.
if you missed today's show or you'd like to hear it again, we'll have an afternoon double play for you beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern. Christopher steps in and hosts Bob and Tom's Repeat at 3 p.m. We replay today's show back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7, and more of the show coming up.
from the crazycockwine.com sports desk. I'm Chick McGee. This is your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Roger Goodell says he'd like to see Colin Kaepernick back in the NFL this season. The commissioner said during ESPN's The Return of Sports special last night that he is encouraging teams to sign the 32-year-old quarterback who hasn't played the past 3 seasons. Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred says there might be no Major League season after a breakdown in talks between teams and the union on how to split up money in a season delayed by the pandemic. 2 days after union head Tony Clark declared additional negotiations futile, the deputy commissioner sent a 7-page letter to the Players Association's chief negotiator asking the union whether it will waive the threat of legal action and tell Major League Baseball to announce a spring training report date and a regular season schedule. And NASCAR is set to brush off coronavirus concerns and open the gates to some 30,000 fans at Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee next month. A recent spike of cases in North Carolina prompted NASCAR to move the All-Star race out of Charlotte to Bristol. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Hey, Jerry.
Yeah, Dino?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Amore.
Amore who?
Amore do it. Amore like it. Speaking of amore, this one's called the Backseat Bop. I'm driving along, singing a song. Life can be such a delight.
You know it.
8:15. Don't wanna be late. I'm gonna get lucky tonight.
Oh, Romeo.
Oh, I don't need no apartment, and I don't need no motel. 'Cause I've got a car with a big back seat, and all the ladies think it's swell.
You devil.
They all know my name down in Lover's Lane, 'cause I make it a regular stop. Pretty soon me and my baby will be doing the backseat bop.
That a boy, Dino. Give her the old horizontal Heimlich maneuver.
Now here's a history lesson, Pally. Old Henry Ford, one day he was bored, so he built the Model T coupe.
That's right. He filled it with gas and picked up a lass who he had been trying to stoop.
Well, he pulled that buggy over and he flashed a wicked grin.
Then they hopped into the back seat and he took her for a spin.
Everybody knows that the Pinto blows and the Edsel was a flop. But we'd like to thank you, Mr. Ford,
for inventing the backseat bop. Hey, Dean, what if there's another couple in the front seat?
Keep going, Pally. It's called parallel porking.
I was having a bite at a diner last night when I felt the need for romance. I was horny as hell. Everybody could tell from the bulge that I had in my pants.
No big deal.
So I went cruising downtown, but the girls just told me no. So I thought that I would try my luck at the drive-in picture show. I found a place to park, and when it got dark, I was arrested by a cop. 'Cause he found me there all by myself. I was doing.
Talk about your carjacking.
I was doing.
Oh, solo mio.
I was doing the backseat bop.
Hey, Jerry, speaking of cars, knock, knock.
Who's there?
GM.
GM who?
GM, glad these aren't bucket seats in the back.
Why, do you need more leg room?
No.
45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
How are you guys doing?
Okay.
Yeah, well, real well. How about you?
I'm just going to watch Christy come running around the corner.
Well, yeah,
flying in the.
Finishing up a dooski.
Did she just?
She's outside.
She's outside. There she is.
Why'd she go outside?
There she goes. She's waving now. Okay,
Told you
very
she was
good.
finishing up a dooski.
Just checking the weather.
I don't blame her.
That's how you get your weather?
Yeah. I'd go outside and look.
Lick your finger and put it up in the air.
Okay, it's 20 degrees colder in here than it is in there, so I have to go outside to warm up. It's beautiful. Sunshine 84 today, sunshine 87 tomorrow. Right now we're at 65 degrees.
Okay, thank you very much, Christy. Now, we have a lot to get to here. Coming up, we're going to talk with Gabriel Iglesias at about 9:20, I think. We're looking forward to talking to Gabriel.
Tom, your thoughts on this?
No.
Go ahead, Tom.
Well, it's a little plastic sound effects machine.
No, I meant the sound itself.
I hope you brought some lubricant because I'm going to shove that. Where was I?
Seem hostile.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see, that's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
For now.
I was annoying Tom.
In the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair. Notice it just says sidekick. It could be anybody.
You're right. It doesn't say the judge.
You know how I feel right now? Your son is sitting in that little booth just waiting for one of us to go down.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's one of us.
He's just reviewing the Associated Press sports
I
wire.
think he's got his eye on something, I can tell.
Willie is a comedian from Chicago, and he is sitting in with us this week. Thank
Sitting
you.
here polishing off my microphone, making sure it's nice and shiny.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Let's see now. There's Chick over there. That's Ace Cosby. And, of course, now is the time. If you've been wondering, wow, we haven't heard the Ace Cosby joke of the day yet.
Not even a second wondering.
It's brought to you by the one thing you need to do today, which is go to omahasteaks.com and get that Father's Day gift. And also, we're posting the picture that our friend from Georgia made. Whenever she gets Omaha Steaks, she turns those coolers into really nice storage boxes.
Oh, nice.
With all kinds of knitting and yarn.
it's cool.
Super cool. Yeah, check that out. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, these aren't jokes. These are cultural observations during difficult times with Ace Cosby.
Well, this is about a Spanish magician I saw on TV the other night.
Is that right?
Great set. His closer was, he said, I'm going to make myself disappear on the count of 3. Uno, dos, poof. He disappeared without a trace.
Not a trace. No.
Excellent joke.
Wow.
I don't know if that's true.
Yes, my high school Spanish kicked in. I remember that
Uno,
one.
dos, tres.
Uno, dos, tres.
Cuatro.
Got it. That was very good. I really
Is there a
enjoyed that.
better way to? Because he didn't mean on the count of 3.
Well,
That's
you can't
the
say on the
problem.
count of trace because that buries the punch.
Right.
And that buries the punch. So I don't know what.
Are we?
It was clever.
I thought it was
It is
very
clever.
good. It was
Yeah.
clever, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Your exegesis is
Are we
boring.
diagramming jokes now?
Okay.
Ace's comments. Remember?
You wanted? I could do my new impression.
Please.
Well, you're going to get heckled because you don't like my bogey.
That's because your bogey is the same as your Jimmy Stewart.
That's not true. This is my Jimmy Stewart, and this is my bogey.
This is my rifle. This is my gun.
The Jimmy Stewart is very good.
This is for fighting. This is for fun.
Now, Josh, you do a Marlon Brando.
Oh, that's it. That's right. Yes.
If I'm going to give this to you, then I am going to give this to you, Josh. Hang on a second. I'm going to write this down.
Yes, go ahead.
Marlon, how are you?
Hi, good
He's
to see you.
going in. He's
Your guys
going.
are out of bagels.
Tom is going into full-on puppet mode right
Okay.
now.
No, I'm going to set this up in a second for you. Mark, could you come in here and hand this script, which is 3 words? Could you? That first letter is a D, by the way.
Let's go to.
Yeah, to Josh. I mean to Marlon. Okay, Marlon. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh boy!
You can't read it.
I don't know what this is, but I'll try. Should I know what this is?
Yes. You don't know what this is? Okay, here you go. You'll get it in a second. Ladies and gentlemen.
God, what a mess.
Marlon Brando as Perry Mason.
Della.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh, it's
Perry Mason's secretary's name was Della.
And Marlon
Brando is famous for saying,
I know Stella. I knew Stella, but Della, I didn't. I was not aware that.
No one does.
Why would I know
God.
that Perry Mason's secretary was named Della?
You wouldn't, because in Tom's mind, everything he's aware of, everyone's aware of it. I don't know
I'm
why.
sorry I couldn't.
I have no idea why he thinks that, but he does.
Della. Now, they're remaking Perry Mason
Yeah.
with one of my favorite actors, the guy from The Americans.
Yeah. Should be cool.
Do you know his name?
I don't know how you pronounce
Matthew
it.
One of my
Reese?
favorite actors.
Matthew
No, but I don't know how you pronounce his
Matthew
last name.
Reese.
Is it pronounced Reese? Because it's spelled.
It's like R-H. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
It all ties together.
R-H-Y-S.
Della Reese.
Obviously, that's the tie-in. Except Della Reese spells it R-E-E-S-E.
Once
Now,
upon a time.
Chick, a big Della Reese fan.
Are you really?
No. I
Don't
used
you
to
remember?
make fun of her because
You
she
used to-
went.
You did
Oh,
a-
boy.
You did a Della Reese hunk for years.
No, she went to the Clippers games for whatever reason.
Okay.
Los Angeles. She'd be in the front row for like Lakers had Jack, and the Clippers had Della Reese, and there was a lady in the Bahamas who looked just like Della Reese.
I'll never forget an In Living Color sketch called Della Reese's Pieces. And they were just snack foods that she had taken a bite out of.
That's strong.
It's amazing. Love it. Love
That's
everything
good
about
stuff.
it. Remember? And you remember what the Della Reese looking woman in the Bahamas called me?
What?
Sugar Bush.
Sugar Bush.
Because of my gray beard. Remember
Yep.
that?
Yep.
Oh, she was flirting with you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, very much so. I might have a child in the Bahamas.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be great?
You got a Bahama mama out there?
I don't know if great's the word.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love it if some guy.
Oh, me too.
Is Mr. McGee shows up?
Mr. McGee man.
yeah.
Mr. McGee man.
You are my father.
What was that? Marlon Brando was my son?
I don't know what that was.
I love it.
No, that was Tony Curtis.
Tony Curtis.
I think that was just ambiguous enough to not be offensive.
That's what I was going for.
Yonder lies the house of my father. The apocryphal story about Tony Curtis.
Tony Curtis.
Oh, Tony Curtis.
Okay.
Jack Lemmon and I once hot tubbed with.
It's the worst wig I've ever seen in my life.
I've got another obscure impression.
Yeah.
Now, maybe you'll know the background on this one, but I doubt it. Chick will know. Do you know that Lou Costello of Abbott and Costello was sued by the IRS?
He was.
Oh, why?
Were you aware of this, Chick?
I didn't know that.
Yes, it is true.
Something about his return, who was on first or something?
No. This isn't a joke.
Oh.
In all truth, Lou Costello of Abbott and Costello was sued by the IRS. And this is my impression of Lou when he got the notice in the mail. Audit. Audit. Hey, audit.
How long have you been sitting on that?
Instead of Abbott.
You're right.
Hey, I'm Hey, Abbott.
Say,
Hey, audit.
I think more people know who Hey Abbott than they know who Della is.
I don't think anybody
Della
listening
Street.
could describe or understand what we've been doing for the past 10 minutes.
You know, I was at a party once, and Mr. Costello was there.
Yeah,
and
really?
He was talking to Mrs. Tyler Moore, and at the same time, Corey, the singer of
Wow. Can I write this stuff down?
Holy hell.
Corey, the singer of the '80s singer. He was
Corey Hart?
Yeah. He was
Sunglasses at night.
Yeah,
he was
that
leaving.
guy.
He was leaving.
He was leaving the party.
So Mr. Costello and Mrs. Tyler Moore are talking, and I walk in, and Corey is leaving. And so I said, "Hello, Mary, Lou. Goodbye, Hart."
Oh, my God.
That is a fine Ricky Nelson joke. There aren't a lot of them.
Ricky Nelson joke.
That was excellent. Hello, Mary, Lou. Goodbye, Hart.
That's as dumb a thing as I've ever constructed.
Oh, no, that was just brilliant. That made me really happy.
Boy, you want to go online and try to find why Ricky Nelson was important. And there's these weird guys talking for hours about how amazing Ricky Nelson was.
There'd be no Eagles without the Stone Canyon Band.
Oh, God.
You musical illiterate.
The Stone Canyon Band?
Rick Nelson.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it was Rick.
Garden Party?
That's right.
Well, I remember that song.
It wasn't Ricky.
The Stone Canyon Band sounds like the name of a fake band for a theme park ride.
It does. All it needs is Daddy Bear and the Stone Canyon Band.
Yes.
Yeah, we went
Fine.
to Branson, saw the Stone
That's
Canyon
right,
Band.
we did. It's unbelievable.
Very
Dickie
good.
loved it.
Two slices of pizza for $4.
Audit. Hey, audit.
Jesus.
Back to it.
All right. When we come back, we have
comedy.
No.
Anything at all? Something someone will enjoy somewhere?
We have it's 2020. Time for more tone deaf bad timing.
We have some animal stories too to get
good.
to.
Thank God. And coming up, Gabriel Iglesias. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Tell us what you think. Call 888-BOB-TOM-1. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Hi, fellas. This is Tanya Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison with you, rolling through a Tuesday. It's June 16th, 2020. Hope you're having a great day. Kostaki Economopoulos, Gabriel Iglesias joining us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Chinese authorities have locked down a third neighborhood in Beijing as they rush to prevent the spread of a new coronavirus outbreak that infected more than 100 people in a country that appeared to have largely contained the virus. The resurgence in China highlights expert calls for vigilance as many nations move forward with easing virus restrictions to revive their economies. Many of the recent cases in Beijing have been linked to a wholesale food market that had been closed. President Donald Trump says he's accepting what he calls a, quote, very powerful decision by the Supreme Court backing workplace rights for gay, lesbian, and transgender people. The court ruled 6-3 that a key provision of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 that bars job discrimination because of sex, among other reasons, encompasses biases against LGBT workers. It's a resounding victory for LGBT rights from a conservative court. And usually people are excited to get something from eBay, but 6 former workers for the online auction and retail site are accused of sending items meant to scare, not thrill. The ex-employees are charged with trying to intimidate the editor and publisher of an online newsletter by sending the married couple live spiders and cockroaches, along with a funeral wreath and a bloody pig face Halloween mask. The workers also sent porn with the husband's name on it to its neighbor's home. A federal prosecutor says the effort began after the couple's newsletter ran an article about a lawsuit involving eBay. The site investigated after authorities say security team members engaged in suspicious activities. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My dad spoke at my brother's high school graduation.
Really?
And he got a little emotional at the end of his speech. And then he just left after his speech out of a back door. Did not come back. He just left the graduation, just got right out of there.
Elvis has left the building.
And then after the graduation, I kind of walked up, checked if he was hiding behind the wall. Nope, he's just gone. There's a door, there's an exit, he dipped.
You gave your son's high school graduation an Irish goodbye?
You didn't even watch him graduate?
Nope, he just left.
He had a call, you guys.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob.
And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
24/7. Hey, it's your drinking buddy, Jimmy Mad Dog Matus. You guys ever drink too much and find yourself in places you just should not be? I've been drinking all night long. I don't know where I've been. I stumble into a quiet place, a place called the Ramrod Inn. Judy Garland's on the jukebox. Some guy says, I dig your hair. I sober up and turn around and say, hold it there, Pierre. As I turn to walk away, I said, I sure as hell ain't gay. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell am I doing here? What the hell? What the hell am I doing here? I did it again. I drank too much beer. What the hell am I doing here? What the hell? So I wake up in this hotel lounge. I had too many beers. And everyone who's at the bar has great big pointy ears.
Yep, 901 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. And Christy Lee has a quick forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunshine 84 will be our high. We'll have clear starry skies overnight down to 60 and sunshine tomorrow high 87. Currently 65 degrees.
Thank you very much. Thanks to everybody who helped out with our big water drive, Heat Relief 2020 on the south side on Friday. More than 100,000 bottles of water collected. So very important stuff. Thank you very much. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show features Miss Lee again.
Yes, it does. Hi, everybody. Christy Lee here for AAA. Want a membership that offers peace of mind and saves you a ton of money, too? Everyone knows when you have a AAA membership, you get the security of 24/7 roadside service with just a phone call or a click, along with car battery replacement service and towing services when you need them most. But your AAA membership also offers you access to great discounts and deals on food from your favorite delivery place and automatic savings on online purchases. Plus, your AAA membership would be a great Dad's gift. That's right. Father's Day is Sunday, and you know Dad's driving kids back and forth to and from school, going to work, and what would be the cost to you? About the same per month as a fast food meal combo. So what a great deal. What are you waiting for? For a AAA membership, stop by an office, visit AAA.com, or call 844-GO-AAA-GO. And don't forget to ask about travel planning and great insurance rates.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee's across the way. I can see her
Hi.
from here. She's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. There's Josh, there's Chick, there's Ace Cosby. This is Tom speaking. The four of us are in this room. Through the glass, it's Willie. Hey, Willie.
Hey.
And then around the corner where the fudge is made, it's Pat Godwin.
On National Fudge Day.
Oh, yes.
Really?
Not exactly that kind of fudge, but...
Oh, I hope not, yeah.
No need to go there.
That's every day.
Pat's in the other building. We got him linked up with the cameras, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We now turn back to the newsroom. Christy, what have we missed?
Ford Motor Company announced the release date for the new Ford Bronco is set for July 9th.
And that is?
O.J. Simpson's birthday, Chick. Thank you for asking. Industry Observer and Autoline TV host John McElroy said, quote, I gotta believe this is a mistake. Didn't anybody look at the calendar?
Why would they?
Yeah, they're not supposed.
I don't think I wouldn't.
No.
You guys don't keep O.J. Simpson's birthday on your business calendar?
No, I don't.
I celebrate privately, so.
Although I suppose, I mean, if you think, unfortunately, Ford Bronco has become
synonymous with him.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
Synonymous.
Synonymous.
Ford North America Product Communications Manager. Boy, does that all fit on a business card? Mike Levine confirmed the date to the Detroit Free Press, adding that the vehicle's debut coinciding with OJ's birthday is purely coincidental.
Sure. Yeah, of course it is.
They'll be 73 on July 9th.
No, it's not. They know what they're doing.
No, they don't.
They're
I'm with Chick here.
Broncos and OJ's birthday.
Here you go. Google Ford Bronco.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. It's the first thing that pops up is the O.J. Simpson birthday thing.
White Ford Bronco?
Did Ford Bronco sales go up or down after that?
I don't know.
Was there any correlation with sales?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I don't know, but they put a getaway kit in them then with a
bag and
wig and a hat,
$35,000
$20,000 in cash.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. God, remember those Broncos that didn't have a door and the top popped off?
I love Broncos, and I'm really interested in these new ones.
If you redo one of those, they go for big money at the auctions, like $75,000.
Oh, for those little convertible guys?
The little Broncos, like in the 70s.
Yeah. Oh, the Bronquette, yeah.
Yes.
So, it's just bad luck, obviously. I'm sure there'll be a lot of jokes about prices are slashed and.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Have that.
Getaway.
You know, there's a certain color you can't get the Bronco in.
No?
Nicole Brown.
All right. There's the joke.
That's a funny joke.
My good
ladies and gentlemen.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everybody. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, prices slashed on the Nicole Brown Ford Bronco.
We're having fun. Just a little
Cutting
fun.
edge technology.
Oh, fun.
You can also get a gold one. A gold one.
You know what? I don't know if you did that on purpose or not, but it was beautiful. It was just beautiful.
Wow. Man. Well, anyway, now, Pat.
Yes, sir.
I remember recently you did
Wait a minute. How does he get up in the morning?
Who?
OJ.
Oh, I don't have any
Get
idea.
up. He's going to shave.
OJ doesnesn't think he did it.
It's a psychotic.
He has talked himself into not.
Yes.
You tell the same lie enough times.
Yeah.
You believe it.
Man, that's just amazing.
I know other people who live that way. Tell the same lie that many times, and finally that becomes the truth.
Yeah.
Let's see now. Pat, you recently referenced OJ in one of my favorite little things we worked on. This is, how do I spell this out here?
In the second verse I referenced him. I shoehorned him into a song.
Yeah, it's this is a really classic protest song from the 60s that is kind of sacred, which is why we tackled it.
Yeah, this is what you're whining about lately. This is a protest song from your point of view.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, here we go. They're setting up cones. Lanes there are blocking. Tomorrow your speed. There'll be a clocking. You carpool to work and it's your week for driving. If they stop traffic, who knows when you're arriving? When rush hour's over, you'll feel like imbibing when they tell you to slow down and move over and pull over again, my friend. Oh, you gotta believe we're on the eve of construction. We're not moving and I'm prairie dogging. Seats will be soiled if streets aren't unclogging. Those stop sign holders, they all be scowling. Even OJ stuck in a Bronco with Al Cowlings. If I don't pull over soon, the air I'm fouling when they tell you to slow down and move over and pull over again, my friend. Oh, you gotta believe we're on the eve of construction.
God.
Barely Maguire.
I like that.
Pat, leave your harmonica thing, and then you could have done that little thing at the end.
Wrong key.
Wrong key harmonica, yeah.
Oh, you only got the one, huh?
It's an E. I only have the one. I can only afford the one.
Yeah, maybe things will pick up.
After the Mexican dinner,
Are the rest of your harmonicas in the hock?
I only have the one, actually. I have no idea how to play
If you're pawning a harmonica, perhaps
what do you get for that, $1?
I was going to say, what would?
Get them for $4 a cracker.
Well, I mean, a high-quality harmonica is a different story.
Well, sure, you're
You think a Honer? Isn't that the Cadillac?
Oh, the Honer's the Cadillac.
This is the Honer right here, yeah.
Honer, yeah.
Now,
workhorse of the industry.
So the new Bronco.
July 9th, if you're interested.
I think the stuff that's come out on them is cool.
They look great.
You think OJ's going to buy one?
Wouldn't he? Boy, oh boy. What if he does? He might.
I would think he would be.
He might be that clueless.
I wonder what it would cost to have you, if you were a Ford dealer, bring OJ in for the
I
big
don't
unveiling.
think that Ford Motor Company would be real keen.
No.
They just give him a butcher's knife and he cuts the ribbon. And
he says, "Don't leave your sunglasses at restaurants."
Yeah.
And they'll serve Italian.
Where
food.
is that Ford Bronco?
It's in. Isn't it in the Ford Museum? Where is that?
No. Is it the Henry Ford Museum?
No, it's not.
They've got the.
Why wouldn't they come up with a different name for it instead of Bronco.
'Cause it's well known.
Yeah.
Right?
We had that
Although
story.
I don't
It's
know.
sold not too. I think it's in a
I
museum.
still can understand why Jeep doesn't bring out the Jeepster. It's driving me crazy.
They may.
There's some executive that's been sitting there forever.
Someone's going to hear you say it, and they're going to do it.
I doubt it, but
I've no
they can't drop the Bronco. It's really well known. I think the one thing that they probably should have done was maybe checked and see if there was an OJ connection. I guess. But, I could see OJ doing a commercial for it, jump over the sales guy's desk.
Go, OJ, go!
In his dingoes. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, with the third leg. Remember that? Yeah.
Apparently, it's at the Alcatraz East Crime Museum.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy heck.
Yeah.
Can you drive it?
Yes, they let you take a spin.
Drive it.
It turns into a little roller coaster.
With the kid in the back with a wig, $10,000 in cash, whatever it was. I'm sorry, Christy. Back to you. What else you got?
Well, that's, by the way, in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Oh, how about
if you're
that?
looking for it.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's where apparently it is. We have other news today from the Traverse City Record Eagle. A brewery in northern Michigan made a special delivery by seaplane recently. Short's is a popular northern Michigan craft brewery based out of Elk Rapids. Mr. Joe Short delivered 6 crates of beer dockside by seaplane to 6 Antrim County area families that live on Torch Lake.
Yay!
I know you love Torch Lake.
Torch Lake is I've never been, but the pictures are incredible.
Yeah.
It's one of the deepest inland lakes, and it's beautiful.
It looks crystal
I went
clear.
to camp there.
Man.
So they're delivering beer by seaplane. That's super cool.
Joe Short was accompanied by his friend and delivery partner, Aquabear, formerly known as Steve Smith, who also flew the plane. I don't know how he got the name Aquabear, maybe because
he's a bear and he swims.
He's not a bear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
I think Chick's got it here. I say we just move on.
Thank you, Willie.
Have you ever been on a seaplane?
I have not.
No, I don't think so.
Can't you drive to Torch Lake?
That wouldn't be cool. One guy owns a brewery that's super cool. The other guy owns a cool seaplane. It's like a frat reunion. Get together, fellas. Have some fun.
I don't know. A seaplane seems a little unsafe. I'd probably rather go with a B plane. Best an A plane.
Yeah, the first 2 models are better.
Sure. You can't find an A plane.
Yeah.
Or a B plane, no.
Oh, I was no big fan, was it?
No, sure wasn't.
That's
Remember that when Willie was funny? Remember that? Man, that was good.
Hey, if one pun worked, I'm doing them forever. Okay?
Speaking of Willie, we just got a win bag.
Yes.
There we go.
Says here the Nuremberg room should be called the John Wilkes Booth room because just the John Wilkes
Booth.
Because Willie is killing it.
There you go.
You got a fan in John there.
John
Willie.
Wilkes Booth. Okay.
I like the John Wilkes Booth.
Okay.
Why not?
And then we should call Godwin in the Zapruder room since
Why?
he's always on film. Just continue our assassination theme.
Sure.
How is he on film?
Well, it's video. It's.
What are you talking about?
Haven't you ever noticed they use the word footage all the time for video?
Yeah.
Which is
Was
really,
never measured in feet?
Yeah, it's measured in what? Digital numbers?
I've got I'm trying to think of a Jack Ruby joke over here. Nothing's coming in.
Oh, yeah. No.
Jack Ruby Tuesdays?
No, it's clear your well is dry there, Will.
Well, you shouldn't know anything about
Today's
Jack
Tuesday.
Ruby.
Jack Ruby Tuesdays. Right? No one?
God.
They have a salad bar. We're going to come right back with Gabriel Iglesias. I want to remind you that our friends at Napa Auto Parts want to tell you that you can get the parts you need from your locally owned Napa. Now order online. Pick up curbside at your local Napa store in just 30 minutes. So get your order delivered direct to your door with free one-day shipping on over 160,000 parts.
It's free.
When you spend $50 or more. That's right. Free one-day shipping over 160,000 parts. Quality parts delivered quickly and safely. That's Napa know-how. At participating Napa, ground shipping and inclusions apply.
Tom, you mentioned Ruby Tuesday. You know, I was once at a party where Jack was there, and he was there with Miss Weld also.
Really?
Yeah, you know the actress.
Tuesday Weld?
Certainly. And
Yeah.
I walked in, and they were leaving, and I said, goodbye, Ruby Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is one of my favorite tunes, by the way.
Tom's going to do one of his big hits.
Oh, yeah. It is, actually. It's
a huge hit.
One of the better ones. Yeah, all set over there, Tom?
I beg your pardon? Who are you speaking to?
Oh.
It's that strange European accent that
Yes,
you
indeed.
can't quite place.
Yes, hello.
I'm sorry, your name, sir?
Bonjour.
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 Good morning, Mr. Bonjour.
Oh, that's very funny.
Oh, yeah, we said.
You must be the chick, the funny one. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, we didn't catch your name.
I haven't thought of one yet.
I see. I see.
It's Peter Merritt, isn't it? Or
I think it is Peter Merritt.
Peter Merritt.
something
Yes.
like that?
Yes. That would be very fun.
He's the crappy artist, isn't he?
Dick Merritt? Yeah.
Ricardo Merritt. Yes.
Ricardo Merritt.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, darling. I hate to interrupt you, but there's something I must tell you. I will sing for you now. In a minute.
Let it come around.
I will sing after the band comes around.
It's the band's fault.
If you find yourself in Holland, they'll say to you, how yaman. In France, they'll say, fermez la gueule. In Athens, you'll hear scarmont. In Berlin, it's Helden Sie die Schnauzer! In Jakarta, it's simply bon com. Let me translate for you, darling. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Coming around again.
Has there ever been a topic on which you don't expound? Has there ever been a moment when your mouth wasn't making a sound? Have you ever had the feeling that you might have said enough? I am begging you, my darling, shut up, shut up, shut up. Day or night, it does not matter. You still want to shoot the breeze. When I hear your constant chatter, I'm thinking, someone shoot me, please! Maestro! Now we are in the bedroom, so comfortably inclined. But the only intercourse we're having is the conversational kind. There's just one way to stop you from blabbering so much. Say hello to Mr. Johnson and shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Bravo.
Fermez la douche.
Yes.
Bonjour.
Laird Chevalier.
Laird Chevalier.
Uh-huh.
Maurice Chevalieris. Thank you. Maurice Chevalieris is the name of that character.
Well, tick me off, but better beware. I'd even go in late the very first day and find my boss, and here's what I'd say: Mr. Jenkins, kiss the ass of a millionaire. Then I'd find that secretary I think so cute, the one who threatened me with that harassment suit, when I told her I liked it when she wore her skirts real short. Then I'd grab her boobs, one in each hand, then kiss her, hand her $100 grand and say, here you go, darling, we just settled out of court. So next week when each winning number falls, I hope to see that lottery chick pulling out my balls. $1 million would sure improve our lives. We could quit our jobs and dump our wives.
Well, you wouldn't believe all the stuff
stuff that I'd get, like a mansion on the beach and a new Learjet. I'd buy a casino in Vegas and send my boy to Yale. But the casino would be a financial mess.
920 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you, Waze Cosby. Coming up, things are going to get fluffy in here.
All right.
We're going to talk with Gabriel Iglesias in a matter of seconds, one of our favorites. Christy Lee, a quick update on the weather forecast.
Yeah, sunshine today, 84. Sunshine tomorrow, 87. 66 now. How's that?
I had a cat named Fluffy.
Yeah?
Probably shouldn't bring that up.
Oh, that is it.
Well, Fluffy was...
I didn't name him, by the way.
Fluff and Puff.
It was before I
remember?
knew that Fluffy was Gabriel Iglesias.
You found them in Paris, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
It was Milan, Italy, please.
Whatever.
Let's not get pretentious. Come on. Okay. Welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Let's look around the room. There's Ace Cosby, our engineer. Chick McGee over there. That's Josh. I'm Tom. There's Willie, and that's Christy, and that's Pat. And I think joining us on the telephone is this the track phone hotline? This should be the great Gabriel Iglesias. Fluffy, can you hear me?
Yes. Good morning.
How are you, sir?
There he is. Wow, when did I earn the title great? That's awesome.
Oh,
you are great.
I was talking to a friend of mine last time we had you on the air, and when I told her that you were on the air, I said, we talked with Gabriel Iglesias this morning, and she went, Fluffy? She lost her mind.
That is, I think it's great that I've gone from that guy that just ate all the snacks in the waiting room to great. This is awesome.
Now, when you were a kid, were you, because Gabriel's a pretty serious name, were you Gabe as a kid? I know you're Gabe on your new show. Were you Gabe as a kid, or you weren't Fluffy then, were you?
I was just Hey as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, get over here. Hey, you hungry? Hey, wash your teeth. Hey, come here. Hey, anytime I heard my mom say my actual name, I knew it was serious. If I heard Gabriel, I knew that it was not going to be pleasant.
Oh, boy. Yeah, no, so were you a Gabe or a Gabby? What was it?
No, actually, believe it or not, I was just my mom would just call me whatever but my name. So she'd have her names in Spanish, like "Tú, mijo, ven pa acá, ¿qué andas haciendo?" It was very much just there was no name. I was the only person in the room, so it was usually directed at me.
I see.
Wow. Was your mom a good cook?
Well, I'm still here, so.
Well, because Gabriel Iglesias sounds like a Supreme Court justice name. It really has a certain gravitas to it.
And my middle name is Jesus, so imagine that one, Gabriel Jesus Iglesias. I mean, that's
wow.
Yeah, for a guy who's only been to Church's Chicken, that's way too biblical.
And they might have a problem having Jesus on the Supreme Court. They might think he'd have a bias. Gabriel Iglesias is our guest. He is known as Fluffy. And you have a bit of something going on in the world of television. I believe it's tomorrow. You're going to be getting the streaming on your Netflix series, Mr. Iglesias. Is that correct?
Yeah, this is our second season of Mr. Iglesias on Netflix. And, anybody who can be working nowadays, it's a good thing. So I'm lucky that we were able to tape the television show right before everything happened. And so, it premieres at midnight tonight, West Coast time. Netflix is funny that way. I guess everybody's awake at that hour waiting to watch TV.
Oh, you know that there are super fans that are going to be sitting there at midnight just waiting to click on.
Oh,
it.
sure.
You know that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure I can virtually guarantee it. Gabriel Iglesias once again is our guest. And did you ever have any straight jobs? Any like real what we would consider normal jobs as a kid coming up in high school or anything?
I used to sell shoes at the mall. I worked as a telemarketer. I worked in customer service. I sold cell phones back when it was hard to sell cell phones. I used to sell a phone called the Motorola PC550 flip phone.
Oh,
which is like the original brick phone.
Oh, no kidding.
Like when you talk on the phone, you could feel the cancer growing in your head.
They always
it was one of those. Yeah, you hang up the phone and you're lightheaded. That's how strong those phones were.
Yeah. They always reference, what is it, the movie Wall Street? Is that the one?
Oh, yes.
He's got the giant brick phone.
Yeah.
Wow. Were you ever a school teacher?
Actually, in high school, I took a course called Exploratory Teaching, and we would go to local elementary schools and teach lesson plans.
Oh.
And I was actually offered a scholarship because apparently I was not a bad teacher. The teacher told me, she says, "Listen, I think you're the only one who has a really good chance of being a teacher." And I says, "Well, how is that? I had a horrible lesson plan." And she goes, "No, I agree, it sucked, but you were able to do one thing the other students weren't able to do." And I said, "Well, what's that?" She says, "You were able to get their attention. If you can get children's attention, you can teach them. You can learn to make better lesson plans."
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I got a full scholarship offered to me in the Long Beach Unified School District. And, when I passed on it to pursue a career in comedy, my mom was not happy. Oh, believe me, I heard Gabriel that day.
Yeah. Gabriel. I think that there are a number of very good stand-up comedians, legendary comedians that were teachers. Robert Klein was a school teacher. Dennis Wolfberg was a teacher. I think there's a lot. They have a lot in common. A great teacher.
Al Jackson was a teacher.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get in front of kids, and if you can get them to pay attention, I think whoever told you that was exactly right. Now, is portraying a teacher, is that fun for you? Do you get a chance to get in the writer's room and write stuff with everybody?
I'm a comic, and I guess some might call me an actor because of what I do now, but I stay out of the writer's room. I stay in my lane, man. I'm not trying to, there's some guys that want to be involved in anything and everything, and I want to go out there, and my favorite day is show day when we have a live studio audience. That's when I get to, improvise and just make sure that what I'm doing is right. So I stay out of the writer's room because sometimes in the beginning, I didn't trust them. I'm like, this is, I'd get frustrated. I'm like, I would never say that. And then I'd say it, and I'm like, darn it. We had a rule on the set where if it got the laugh, it stayed in the show, and they were usually right. And I'm just like, wow, okay, I got a lot to learn.
Yeah, there's a great line in the movie My Favorite Year where the guy goes, "You don't cut funny."
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
Yeah, if it gets a laugh. We're speaking with the great comedian Gabriel Iglesias. And Gabriel, which of your specials are still floating around out there in the ether?
Well, let's see. Netflix has a couple of them. Let's see. There's a special called One Show Fits All, and there's another one, I'm Sorry for What I Said When I Was Hungry. So those two are right now. Those two right now are on Netflix, and the other ones, they're floating out there on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah. Now, do you ever dream in Spanish, or are you so used to speaking English at work that it's the only thing in your head?
Anytime I dream in Spanish, I for some reason I'm way better looking.
Oh,
I'm way better looking. I go from a 5 to a 7 when I speak in Spanish, or dream in Spanish. Sorry.
Yeah. Do you ever come up with jokes that only work in Spanish?
It's rare because I only do my show in English, but I have been offered opportunities to perform in Spanish, and I do have material that does float in Spanish. But I try not to because, they pay you in pesos, and I'm not down.
Did you ever hear the famous Gallagher Spanish story?
No.
Oh, this is...
We're talking about Watermelon Gallagher, right?
Yes. The Gallagher, the comedian. This is true. If you don't believe me, you can Google it. There's a huge article about it in the L.A. Times from years ago. He actually was in here with us, and he was saying he had decided to try to do his act, which I happen to be a fan of Gallagher's act. I think it's going to be very funny. A lot of props and stuff. But he decided to have it translated into Spanish. He doesn't speak Spanish, so he learned it phonetically and got on stage and did his show in Spanish, and it did not go well. So just a little lesson for everybody out there. Can you imagine?
Man.
No.
What a weird thing to do.
Mexicans, we're not down when people destroy fruit.
Yeah.
I was not setting you up for that, but we deserved it. Thank you. We're speaking with Gabriel Iglesias. And once again, this evening, I guess, just after midnight to be technical here, it'll be the Netflix series Mr. Iglesias returning, and it'll be out there streaming. So grab it. Gabriel plays a teacher, which is why I was asking about that, and working at the place you went to school. Have you ever been back to your high school in real life?
Yes, actually I have. And we had the principal of my old high school come out to the tapings of the show, as well as my old school teacher, my speech teacher, who inspired me to want to become, to really get into comedy.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that is great.
So it was nice that the school allowed us to use the colors, the logos, the name for a sizable donation. They were willing to let us keep that school spirit.
Yeah, and not in pesos.
So is there a Gabriel Iglesias Theater now at this high school, or something with your name on it?
I'm not going to lie. I tried. I tried. I said, hey, what's it going to take? And they're like, sorry, Fluffy. There's a very rich white family that owns a golf course that owns that has that theater name. You ain't got a shot. I'm like, you know what? All right.
Now, not to be a jerk about it, but what about the cafeteria?
You know what? I hadn't thought about that. Every room should just be able to put a plaque or something. Yeah, why not? The Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias cafeteria. I think that makes perfect sense.
That might be a great episode of the show.
If nothing else, man, I could put a plaque on a vending machine, something.
That's. You could come back on your show as your twin brother, who's an incredibly successful comedian, who's going to name the school's vending machine after himself. So tell us a little bit about about what's coming up in the season. What's happening?
Well, this is the second season of the show. I've never had a love interest on a show, so they're going to give me a girlfriend this year. Last season I was a recovering alcoholic, and this season I guess they're replacing AA with a girlfriend, and I don't know, for some reason I feel like it's almost the same.
Now, let me ask you this: with this love interest, did you have any part in the casting?
Yes, I did actually, and let me tell you, that's an awesome story because the girl who plays my love interest on the show, her name is Laura Casados. She started off as working on the set as one of the costumers.
Oh,
she's it's crazy. She has a background in theater, and we were in the process of casting the love interest, and she had approached my assistant to see if there was a possibility of auditioning. And you don't do that. It's one of those, like, there's a process of how you go about auditioning for parts. There's casting people, agents, managers, and so it's kind of like it caught me off guard, but I didn't want to be that person that's like, no, you can't, and hold her back. So I said, what's it going to hurt to allow her to go in and audition? And there was 150 people who auditioned for the part. Wow. They narrowed it down to 4, and she was one of the 4 people that auditioned for it. And let me tell you right now, the other 3 seasoned actors, and they all killed it. And we said, all right, now let's give this person a chance to come in here and audition. And let me tell you something. The way that she came in and auditioned for the part, it's like, imagine you're a groundskeeper at a baseball stadium, and you ask one of the pitchers that you see out there one day, hey, would you mind if I took a swing at a pitch? And started cranking homers.
Wow. Yeah.
Like the way that she came in, it was like just a truly natural talent. And it was very evident that she was going to be the person that was going to get the part. We played the videos for Netflix, and Netflix agreed. They're like, wow, who is she? Where does she come from? And like, this is the girl that does the wardrobe.
Well, that is so great.
And what's funny is that
story.
when she's on the show, she's an actress, but when she's not in a scene, she goes back to being a costumer.
Huh. This sounds like another
Movie.
sitcom in the making.
That's wild.
Yeah, well, when you're done with this one. Gabriel, I'm getting the signal here. Gabriel Iglesias is an excellent stand-up comedian, and once again, Netflix. You can check out some of his specials and his television show, which will begin, am I getting it right, tonight at midnight. Is it Pacific time or Eastern time?
Pacific.
Okay, great. So stay up late. You'll have plenty of time to check it out. Thank you, Gabriel.
Best of all.
I really appreciate you guys. And can I just say, before I had sitcoms and big shows, I was just a comic who used to play a little, room in the corner called Crackers. and you guys would still let me come in there and do my thing. So thank you for all the support over the years, and I can't thank you enough because it's those humble beginnings, man, that make us realize certain things. So just thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, and you're very welcome, and thank you so much for your time today. We'll look forward to seeing you again sometime soon when you get back out on the road. That's Gabriel Iglesias.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. Now, Christy Lee, did we catch up with everything?
Not everything. A man pleaded guilty to a charge of smuggling rare living rock cacti, a plant that wildlife officials say are protected species. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of Texas. What did I say?
I'm just asking Josh. He was smuggling cactus, Josh.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard that. I've actually done that.
Have you?
Yeah.
You were a cactus mule?
Yeah, and it was where you would think it would be. It wasn't easy. I was nervous and excited and anxious. I
That's
guess
a tough guy.
I was really on pins and needles.
Harry Bach II of El Paso.
What's his name?
Harry Bach, B-O-C-K.
Oh, God, that's so close.
Very Harry Bach.
Harry Bach.
Harry Bach.
Pleaded guilty Tuesday before U.S. Magistrate Judge M. Pecos
Pins
to
and needles.
one count of mislabeling exports in a scheme to ship cacti overseas.
How do you think the...
is there a big call for cacti overseas?
Didn't you say there was a federal marshal or something in charge of the investigation?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you looking for this week?
Yeah.
Cactus? Oh, hey, we're worrying about smuggling H over here, but...
Wait, they said he mislabeled. So did he do in those old mob movies and put it in a guitar case or something?
Oh,
No.
yeah. Where would they...
They shipped...
I hope he's not doing it in the keister.
Yeah.
Getting him in wouldn't be bad, but getting him out, it's just like a molly bolt.
Government seized Bach's shipment of 41 cacti at an international mail facility in Chicago in 2018. So he tried to mail them. And I have a bagpipe update.
Oh, yeah?
Doesn't mail
Yeah.
facility sound like a gay bar? You think there's a gay bar named Mail Facility?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
A little too on the nose, is it?
Probably.
Not that funny? Huh?
No, see, I'm going to let you suffer.
Why do things get awkward when I say
A little
that?
too...
There are gay bars.
Too creative, I think.
Oh, too clever.
Too clever. I
For
think.
my own
Not
good.
really.
We've been talking about the bagpipe guy that plays in
Right,
Philadelphia,
Pennsylvania.
somewhere.
How about the mailing station? How about that?
I don't know.
Mail?
Mailing station?
Mailing?
No.
It's more of a verb there.
Willie's contagious.
in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Blame it on him.
Yeah, I know. It didn't
A
deserve
lot of
it.
Amish people in Lancaster.
Krista, are you talking?
No, I'm not. I give up.
Remember when she used to do
Show's
this?
almost
Remember
over.
that?
Hey, we got a lot to get to here, but we'll get to that when we come back.
Okay.
I want to remind you right now about my friends at Harry's Razors.
You'll be wild about Harry.
Yes, it's Harry', of course. Harry's Razors, we've been talking about it for a while. 10 million people have tried Harry's, and there's no excuse for you not trying it because you're going to get this razor mailed to you, and the postage will be exactly $0, and you're not going to have to go into a drugstore and get behind coffee and McPlague. No, it'll be mailed to you, and here's the deal. This is the best deal ever. You know the Harry story, first of all. Great German blades, cost about half as much as those other refills, and plus the incredible design. I keep talking about that weighted handle. It's so perfect. You're taking a sharp object up to your face. You want it to feel just right in your hand, like your favorite pen, your favorite pair of blue jeans. When you get your car adjusted just right, you know what I'm talking about. That's what Harry's is all about. Great design. Harry's has this amazing design, an amazing offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners. New customers get $5 knocked off that trial set with the code Bob and Tom at Harry's.com. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about $3 plus free shipping. You get the razor, the weighted handle, the foaming shave gel, the travel cover, $3. In fact, I got one right here. I forgot.
Do you?
I do have one right here.
Look at that.
Nice box. And then you open this thing. And it's so well packaged. You got this thing. You got the sleeve and the sleeve. This is pretty visual, isn't it?
Sleeve in the thing.
There you go.
This is.
Look at that handle.
Woo!
Yeah.
Bounces like a boomerang right there. It's nice. Thank you very much. Check it out. $3. Harry's.com. The code is Bob and Tom. Get it right, okay? Harry's.com. The code is Bob and Tom. I've convinced you by now that you must try this.
Yeah. It's
Instead of going to-
either go get Harry's or punch Tom in the face. It's up to you.
That seems a little harsh.
Well, it does.
You don't. You're the one who
Get it right, okay?
Yeah, get it right. All right, Harry's. Do something right in your
Well, we
life.
got a letter
right?
we got a letter from a guy.
God.
We got a letter from a guy who figured it was about shaving, so he went to Harry's
Well, they are razors.
Yeah, but apparently that's a much different website. Harry's.com.
yeah.
The code is Bob and Tom. These are great razors. You'll save a bunch of money and they bring them right to your house. Thank you very much. When we come back, Christy, what was it you were talking about?
Oh, I have a bagpipe update in case you're interested.
All right.
And zoos are, I don't know if you saw this, but the animals are excited that guests are returning to zoos here in the States.
Someone to throw their poop at. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DoD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't forget, the Bob and Tom app is available at the iTunes or Google Play Store. You can listen to your local station. Tune in to Bob and Tom 24/7. Contact us directly via text or email with just one click. Even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. Imagine that. Chick McGee, the first voice you hear in the morning, huh? How about you? You were listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Get that app today.
From the crazycockwine.com sports desk, I'm Chick McGee. This is your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Roger Goodell says he'd like to see Colin Kaepernick back in the NFL this season. The commissioner said during ESPN's The Return of Sports special last night that he is encouraging teams to sign the 32-year-old quarterback who hasn't played the past 3 seasons. Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred says there might be no Major League season after a breakdown in talks between teams and the union on how to split up money in a season delayed by the pandemic. 2 days after union head Tony Clark declared additional negotiations futile, the deputy commissioner sent a 7-page letter to the Players Association's chief negotiator asking the union whether it will waive the threat of legal action and tell Major League Baseball to announce a spring training report date and a regular season schedule. And NASCAR is set to brush off coronavirus concerns and open the gates to some 30,000 fans at Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee next month. A recent spike of cases in North Carolina prompted NASCAR to move the All-Star race out of Charlotte to Bristol. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, beer drinkers. Do you find that your beer not only fills you up, it binds you up? You need a beer that will help you loosen up. Introducing the beer that not only tastes great, it packs a mega high-fiber wallop. It's the first beer that's also a laxative. We call it Shats.
Oh, God. That's it.
S-H-A-T''S. Shats.
All the cats tip their hats to the man who's drinking Shats, the man who needs some fiber in his brew. Shats beer! When all is said and done, we're not yet number 1, but Shats is always number 2.
Hi, I'm Phil Throne from the Schatz Brewing Company. Pour yourself a Schatz and see why it's making a splash all over the country. Schatz, the laxative beer. Schatz is brewed with the highest quality hops and barley. Then we add our secret ingredient, whole kernel corn. Not too much, just a pinch. Every Schatz beer is fortified with 12 essential vitamins, so you're always guaranteed a good, healthy Schatz. Schatz is available in the 6-ounce little squirt or the 64-ounce big lager. And every Schatz is tapered at one end, so your can won't slam shut. We here at Schatz are saddened by the recent passing of Adolf Schat, founder of the Schat Family Brewery, better known as the Old Brick Schat House. In fact, Adolf loved his beer so much, his last wish was to be interred in a giant vat of Schatz. So come on, when it's time to take a load off, crack open a Schatz.
You will say, hooray, 'cause relief is on its way. No more irregularity for you. Schatz beer. Give a Schatz a pop, and soon you'll hear a plop. Schatz is nature's perfect brew. Schatz.
Don't just take any beer. Take a Schatz. And for you teetotalers, try our new high-fiber non-alcoholic beer. We call it O-Stool. O-Stools. Sample one today. And don't forget Schatz Light, Schatz Dark, and for those with diverticulitis, proctitis, and polyposis, doctors direct them to try new Schatz Red. Schatz Beer, a division of Frigamel Industries, Flushing, New York.
That is disgusting.
That's hilarious. Hi, this is Bob.
And this is Tom. And this is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy on your computer all day and all night.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed.
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad.
9:46 at Q95. Didn't Pat date her? It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Where was I? Let's see now. Oh, I know. There's Christy Lee. She's got the weather forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. Sunshine 84, clear tonight down to 60, sunshine tomorrow 87. We're up to 70 degrees. Looks like there's a chance of rain creeping in the forecast for Sunday, Tom.
Okay. We can enjoy some great weather.
Until then, yes.
Yes, thank you very much, Christy.
You're welcome.
Don't forget our friend Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy, on Netflix. He's such a nice guy.
He's also on a season of Narcos. Check him out there.
I have not seen that.
Yeah.
Wow. I did
Worth
not know that.
worth a look.
Okay, thank you very much.
He's also in Magic Mike.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
I was gonna say that,
yeah.
What does he play in Magic Mike? Is he one of the dancers?
Yeah. No, he's like one of their managers or something. Or bus driver or something.
There you go. Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Someone pay attention.
Love it.
Sorry.
Look to you.
Attention, sir.
Sorry, everybody. Where were we? This is the Bob and Tom Show. Check. Our engineer is Ace Cosby at the OmahaSteaks.com. Ace Cosby joke of the day chair. Remember, Omaha Steak is Omaha Steak's the only present your dad wants for Father's Day.
Oh yeah.
Are we clear on that? Okay. Chick McGee across the way. You all right?
Howdy do, yeah.
Okay. Get some in your eye?
With my finger.
You got some in your arteries?
I scratch my face.
Okay.
Want to mind your own business?
You're not supposed to touch your face.
Hostility is always the first sign.
Shut up.
Right after this, where he starts sweating. And
Oh, God.
coughs and one of those little stents
Hey, if you
flies
got
out
chest
his
pain and
mouth.
you're sweating, go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Go to the doctor.
Yeah. Yes.
Just go.
All right. thank
Believe
you
me.
very
Go.
much. Got a request here
What?
for a little Smack Tom.
Oh.
Haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah.
I got it right here.
You do? Okay.
Right here.
Of course, our house band today, the Black Moods.
Smack Tom. Smack Tom. It's time now to smack Tom. He's been running his mouth again. He's been pissing us off again. Smack Tom. Smack Tom. Smack Tom. Smack Tom.
I'll handle the lyrics. That's
Smack Tom.
thank you, Mike from West Virginia. Certainly appreciate it.
You can't handle the lyrics on a song that bashes you.
That's my favorite part. I'll handle the
like
lyrics. Yeah, you didn't care. You wanted to change them.
I can polish them.
We all
I
loved it.
can polish them.
Tom is nice. Tom is nice. Oh, yes.
Nice.
Tom,
Hail Tom. Hail Tom.
That smacking Tom
I
we
can make
need.
it. I can make it
Kiss
much
him.
simpler than that. Checkbook.
Oh, we're not laughing now, are we?
No, I was wondering to go a little quieter.
Direct deposit.
Okay. Christy, I'm sorry. You were doing something semi-interesting and we all ignored you. What was it?
Oh, the London Zoo is set to reopen. The animals are going to see visitors for the first time in nearly 3 months.
Hello.
The zoo is located in Regent's Park, closed in March as the country went into coronavirus lockdown.
Hello, I'm a bear, aren't I? Hello. Right.
Daniel Simmons, the team leader of primates at the zoo, said, "Of course, the animals have been missing the visitors. The gorillas have really been looking out for people."
Wouldn't it be great if the board at the London Zoo was just a bunch of monkeys in glasses speaking very perfect English?
We need to reopen indeed.
Yes, we should reopen quickly. Yes.
Post haste.
Do we have time for like a minute's worth of Today in History?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh,
I'm tired of us rushing this.
Time now for Today in History. Here's Tom.
The first roller coaster in America opens at Coney Island, 1884.
22 people died.
Oh, man.
They don't have
Can
it
you
right yet.
imagine the quality of the roller coaster in 1884?
The good news, though, is they would take their carcasses and turn them into hot dogs.
Yeah, sure. You make lemonade.
That's where they invented the hot dog.
Delicious.
Let's see. What else have we got? Oh, the movie in 1960, Psycho, is released.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great movie. And the Blues Brothers premiered on this date in 1980.
All right.
So that pretty much covers
Orange Whip.
Today in History.
Orange Whip. Buy one Orange Whip. Time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you by Grainger.
3 Orange Whips.
Delivering the products, keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. For 90 years, visit Grainger.com for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones who get it done. Be sure and ask about the Grainger Ranger.
That's you.
That's me.
I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday about the confusing thing about television these days. And he'd switched from some kind of satellite to, I forget what it was, but a chick mentioned that he thinks he has at least 2 HBO Maxes and like 3 Netflix accounts. You just don't.
At least, yeah. A couple of Hulus, yeah.
But you want to be covered.
I don't want to mess with anything because what if I cancel the wrong one?
Ooh.
And you have the Dish and the.
I have the Dish and Wi-Fi and the Apple TV
But is the Dish? Does it need the Dish anymore?
It doesn't, but I still use the Dish. The Dish is still delivered by the Dish.
So confused.
Okay.
Show off.
Yeah, that's really.
And then
You've
I
got
prefer.
a Dish too, jerk.
Talk about the Wi-Fi. It's electric.
Oh, Wi-Fi.
Can you get Wi-Fi on your Dish?
I think.
Do they deliver that?
Yeah, you can.
You can.
Maybe we should upgrade that for you, Ace.
It's $700.
I just can't keep
It's
up.
a write-off, a
The
business
key word to 2020 is overwhelmed.
Yeah, sure.
I think that we are all overwhelmed. And if you come to this show to be less than overwhelmed, you came to the wrong place.
Boy, we're only going to add to it.
Our motto is, we don't know what we're doing either.
I'm sure there are some who consider the show underwhelming.
Very good, especially today. The stupidest story today, and this is a real thing, you can Google it. For some reason, they decided to have the world's parade of the most hearses. That's right, the deathmobiles. Tone deaf to what's happening in the world right now. And it was in South Africa, right?
Correct.
Yeah, because they couldn't do it in Brazil because they're all being used.
A hearse is a hearse, a curse, a curse.
A nurse. A purse.
I think
We have 10 seconds.
We have 10. I was going to say I could probably sing that.
Grab your purse and get your nurse.
And Pat Godwin has a neck-mounted harmonica, which I want to hear a lot from in the future. Could you please go buy harmonicas and other keys so we can hear that? Hear Bob Dylan mocked and other keys. Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.